TSN's continuing coverage of international hockey action continues from the Saddle Dome in Calgary, Alberta. Tonight, the Calgary Flames face the Moscow Dynamo. The Flames are in the middle of a terrible losing streak. They've lost 6 in a row regular NHL season games. Normally, a game like this might be an inconvenience, but according to head coach Bob Johnson, it's just what the team needs to turn things around.
Well, it's basically a non-pressure game for the Flames, in as much as no points on the line, and maybe some of the players will give them a chance to relax, and some of the players that haven't scored for a while maybe can score tonight. And when it's all over, I think a lot of the players will enjoy playing against the Russians. I remember 3 years ago here in Calgary when we beat their national team 3-2. It was a kind of a turning point in the season for us, so maybe it'll be a shot in the arm for the Flames tonight.
And we'll see shortly if a Soviet experience can help turn the Calgary Flames around. But don't feel too sorry for this hockey club. It is a very good team. A team that can beat the Moscow Dynamo tonight, according to Howie Meeker, if they hit.
That's right. Early in the season, they took advantage of their size and their strength. They played like the bully on the block, and their offense fell right in place. Lately, they've been trying to win by skill and finesse. They've been pussycats. They have to get back to this. Zezo takes a blind pass. Baxter hits him. Oh, who parked that truck there?
What happens if the Calgary Flames hit the Soviets? How do they react to it now?
I don't think it'll bother them very much at all. Take it a little bit off their game, but hey, they'll come back and play very, very well.
We look forward to it. The Moscow Dynamo and the Calgary Flames. The NHL Soviet Series of 85-86 continues tonight, live on the Sports Network, TSN.
Tonight's telecast is brought to you by Molson, celebrating our 200th year. The best is yet to come.
Starts. It's gonna take a beer with miles and miles of heart, and the beer you want is waiting for you. A light tasting brew, yeah, taste that says hot from the start. Molson Light has got heart. Heart, this one's got it.
Look what just popped up, the new Sony Handycam. A video camera recorder so tiny, it fits in one hand to capture every move and hear every sound. Just point and shoot and catch all the fun. The new Sony Handycam. Where will it pop up next?
Canadian college hockey gets underway on TSN with an exciting tournament, the UBC Thunderbird Centennial Classic from the Agrodome in Vancouver. This international tournament will feature teams from Japan, the United States, and Canada. We'll have 2 games on Saturday, January 4th, starting at 7:30 Eastern, with the consolation and championship finals on Sunday the 5th, starting at 4 Eastern. Exciting college hockey action here on the Sports Network.
Saddle Dome, the Moscow Dynamo and the Calgary Flames as the NHL Exhibition Series continues. Jim Van Horn along with John Wells and Howie Meeker all set to bring you this game. We've got a sold-out, packed arena, and everybody is really looking forward to, with great anticipation, to this hockey game. Prior to the start of this series, there was a lot of talk about the state of decline of Soviet hockey. Well, the Red Army came over and played Los Angeles Kings on Boxing Day. They certainly didn't look out of shape. The next night, they were in Edmonton and easily handled the Edmonton Oilers in a game that was seen on TSN. So the decline, possibly, of the club teams from the Soviet Union has been greatly exaggerated. The Calgary Flames hope that they can handle the Moscow Dynamo tonight. It will be their first game since coming to Canada for this exhibition series. Now, let's join Russ Peake for the pre-game announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the starting lineups for tonight's game for the visiting Moscow Dynamo. Number 1, Vladimir Mishkin. Number 5, Vasily Pervukin. Number 13, Sergei Yashin. Number 14, Sergei Svetlov. Number 22, Mikhail Varnikov. Number 17, Zenatula Belyaletdinov. For the Flames, number 30, Mike Vernon. Number 2, Al McInnes. Number 3, Steve Conroy. Number 21, Perry Berezan. Number 26, Steve Bose. And number 9, Lonnie McDonald. Would the team captains please come to center ice for the ceremonial exchange of gifts? The team captains. Now please rise, ladies and gentlemen, for the Soviet and Canadian national anthems.
Союз нерушимый, республик свободный, платила навеки великая Русь, наш здравствует создание волей народов, единый могучий Советский Союз. Славься, Отечество!
The Canadian national anthem, Susan Smith, accompanied by Irene Bessie.
With glory.
The gentleman in charge of proceedings this evening. The referee is Viktor Gubatorov of the Soviet Union, and the linesman Wayne Forsey and Swede Knox of the National Hockey League. The starting goaltenders for the Moscow Dynamo. Vladimir Mishkin, quite simply the best goaltender in the Soviet Union. He is 30 years of age, career goals against average 3.11. And at the other end of the ice, Mike Vernon starts in goal for the Calgary Flames. His first start this season. He just arrived from Moncton for injury relief, and Mike Vernon starts for the Calgary Flames tonight in his hometown of Calgary. Howie Maker, we talked about hitting. That should be part of the game. But we haven't seen this Moscow Dynamo team on this tour. This is their first game in North America. They are very close to the Soviet Red Army in club standings back in the Soviet Union. A good hockey club.
Well, first of all, the very first reaction you get is, my goodness, they're small. And then you look at them and you think, my goodness, they can fly. Folks, if you're watching the Soviets for the first time, watch their passing and pass receiving. It's a notch above good. It is just great. Watch how they flood the zone. We do it here in North America, but they do it much tighter than North American teams. And the trailing in the late man. Well, there we are. They're supposed to check the nets early, but
they'll bring in a weaver.
Yeah, they need a newfie down there to soon weave that to fix that net.
I don't imagine the delay will be very long here at the Olympic Saddle Dome. Calgary Flames trying to get out of a bit of a depression of late. They lost 6 straight in the National Hockey League. We mentioned that at the outset. One of the things we didn't mention is that they had lost 5 of those 6 games by a goal. They've been in the hockey games. They haven't had great goaltending.
Oh yeah, they lost 5 by a goal, but 6-5. Anytime you get 6 goals scored against you, you're not going to win any kind of a hockey game in any kind of a league. And this club here, when you get any more than 3 goals scored against them in particular, they're not checking. Their greatest asset is their size. Their greatest asset, and they're not using it, is how they play the game without the puck. They make the other team pay the price. When they do that, they're a constant winner. They're probably the 2nd or 3rd best team in the league when they play it mean, when they play it tough.
The Soviet captain is Intula Bilyetinov, and that is the toughest name.
That's the last time we're going to roster.
Unfortunately, he's the captain. He wears number 17. We will have to mention him. And the captain of the Calgary Flames is Lanny McDonald, a very familiar face in Canadian hockey. I wonder what Lanny would look like without a mustache. How everybody'd walk by him on the street.
Yes, I guess they would, but he's having a great year, playing extremely well for Calgary this year.
Flames the attack quickly, getting it across the Moscow Dynamo line. Quickly, it's cleared out and claimed for the Soviets by Svetlov. Number 14, keys to the Flames line and across. Evelyn dribbled through, and Vernon had to play it. Around behind the boards, Al McGinnis. He lost it. The Soviets trying to control in the Flame zone. To the line and across. Here's Lanny McDonald, a chance down the left side. Penalty coming up. A little holding spotted by the Soviet referee. And the Flames go quickly to the power play. McDonald made it happen.
Well, here's the penalty coming up, and Lanny has a step on his check, and the check very foolishly took the bottom hand off the stick, and the second you do that, Lanny went into the middle of them and forced them to take a penalty. Anytime you attack a person and take the bottom hand off your stick, smart guy is going to give you a penalty all the time, and Lanny McDonald is one of the smartest.
13, Sergei Yashin, 2 minutes for holding. The time, 29 seconds.
Face-off will be in the Soviet zone to the right of goaltender Vladimir Mishkin. First-team All-Star in the Soviet First Division. Canada Cup player, you'll remember, from 1984. Back to the line for the Calgary Flames and across to this side. Lube winds up the shot and a save by Mishkin. He steered it to the corner. Dynamo in after it quickly along the boards. It's back to Lube once more. Trying to slide it across. Had to dump it back in. This is Quinn.
Well, there's a very foolish call. Quinn caught the puck and then dropped it, which is legal, and picked it up himself. Now, had he touched the puck with his hand and passed it to a teammate, that is not legal. So there we have a minor, call?
Minor call. And Viktor Gubatorov spotted it. So the faceoff comes outside the Soviet line. This is Lube. He's playing the point on the power play for the Calgary Flames. Tried to get it ahead for Cavallini. He didn't see it coming. Soviets dump it all the way down. This is Suter. Gary Suter for the Flames, starting them out. Pass to the right side for Otto. Otto got around one check, going right out in front, cleared there. And the rebound came out, but the Flames couldn't control it. Back to the line. Lube winds up to one, time it wide. Out in front once more. The Dynamo have it and start back. This is Skurduk, number 7. The Calgary line. And played it back into the neutral area. Popikin. And Vozikov. Slips all the way down into the flame zone. Vernon heads it over to the other side for Gary Suter. Back out in front. This is McInnes leading the Calgary rush. Pass on the right side. Bozak still has it. Steve Bozak, lots of time on the power play for Calgary. In for Bozak again. He'll shoot this time. Tip just wide. Kerry Wilson with a puck. Around behind for Lanny McDonald. Bozak now. In for Wilson. He couldn't come up with it. McDonald taken out hardly by Shashov. Wilson right out in front. They score. Wilson for Bozak. 1-0 Flame. Well executed, Howie.
Oh, they can't do it any better than that. Watch Wilson here. Read it. Bozak has the puck behind the net and hangs onto it and hangs onto it here and puts it out into the middle. And Wilson came from deep, deep center field to put that one by the goaltender Mishkin. Absolutely no problem at all. Now the puck will come to him behind the net. All the Soviets are looking at him here. They're not paying any attention to the deep slot at all. No one was looking out into center ice where the trouble was going to be. And the Calgary Flames take advantage of a very, very, I think, foolish penalty to Lanny McDonald. 1-0 Calgary. How about that?
Well, that'll get the joint jumping here. The Saddle Dome in Calgary. And the Flames playing the Philadelphia Flyers last night. We watched that one. Calgary was down 4-0 at the end of the first period. Battled back, got to even, but finally lost 6-5 to the Philadelphia Flyers. So a quick start is something the Calgary Flames have been looking for. Here's Mishkin, had to come out and play that one as Risebrough was moving in quickly. For the Soviets now, Leonov. And the save, Mike Vernon had to cover up quickly.
There was a little bit of room there on that shot as well. Not very much, but look at this. The Soviet just looks down, has no idea where he's shooting the puck in the general direction of the net. It was on that far post, but Vernon picked it up with his glove. Excellent save.
Face-off will be in the Flame zone to the right of Mike Vernon. Out there for the Soviets, Yashin 13, Baryanov 22, and Svetlov 14. Nothing Calgary Flames leading the Moscow Dynamo. 17 minutes to play the opening period. Wilson just missed a chance, and the Soviets led by Svetlov. Couldn't get it in across the Calgary line. Bergeron played it ahead on the left side. Scrambling play in the Soviet zone now as Svetlov takes it. Moves to center ice. Svetlov for Yashin. Yashin back for Svetlov. Svetlov moving in, trying to flip it out in front for Barnikov, 22. He couldn't play it. This is Kerry Wilson for the Calgary Flames. Ahead for Krom. Bad pass. Krom backhanded it. And it landed on a Soviet stick. No harm done as Hakan Lube comes up with it now for the Flames. Lube to the line. And can't get around the defense. Pervukin, number 5. Made the play for the Dynamo. Long pass, rink wide. Svetlov. He takes a check from Suter. McDonald leaves it. Flames dump it in. After it, Bergeron. For the Soviets, back pass. Leonov. Calgary line. He dropped it and left it there for Antipov. Antipov into the corner where the Flames control. And start out led by Bergeron. Backhand shot. Mishkin had it well marked. Paul Baxter for the Flames. Over on the other side. And the pass into the middle for Berezan just failed to make it. Soviets back to the line and across. That time Leonov was checked. Here come the Flames once more. Berezan open out in front. Bozak still has it, the backhand. Bozak. Good opportunity for the Calgary Flames, who lead it 1-0 already. On the goal by Bozak on the power play at 2:19. Jamie McCann now for the Flames. Ahead for Poplinski. He's to the line and across, and it slips out again. So the face-off will be just outside the Soviet line. End-to-end action. Not much stoppage in play.
That's right. It's obvious that the officials are not going to call a stoppage of play when the goaltender handles a puck. He better get rid of it. Gee whiz, a few moments ago, though, Bozak walked out of the corner, just beat a couple of the Dynamo players, had an excellent chance to put it in, and missed the net or hit a Soviet player in front of the net. As you're watching this game, Michigan goes down on just about every shot, so they're going to have to put it high upstairs if they're going to beat them.
Borashevsky got it out in front. Sashov couldn't take the pass. Flames reclaim it, clear to the central ice area. For the Soviets, Pyatanov, number 24, flipped it in. Flames start back. This is Colin Patterson. On the far side, Joel Otto. He got it loose. Verbuchen for the Soviets, number 5. There's the shot, weak one, handled easily by Michigan. Sashov. Sashov. Couldn't make the play on the left side. It's out for Cavallini. He got it in across the Soviet line and collided with Popian. Varianov, number 12. In for Perudnov, 20. He lost it. Perudnov goes after it, forced it out in front. And Skurduk had a chance. Number 7, Vernon, handled an easy shot, but a surprising one. This is Dan Quinn. And into the corner after it now. Tim Hunter, 19. Soviets come up with a puck. Varianov, number 12. Skurduk. And back to Varianov. Another pass. Skurduk didn't see it coming. One open wing, and Hunter couldn't catch up with it. Suter into the corner, set it up for Quinn. Quinn goes behind the net. Cavallini to the line, not out, but whistled down by the Soviet referee. The Flames in control so far. It's a 1-0 hockey game. Still lots to go.
1986 is a great year for hockey fans on the Sports Network. Throughout January, we'll feature Calgary, Philadelphia, Toronto, and the New York Islanders in 4 exciting matchups. Our first game in 1986 will be Sunday, January the 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern, with the Calgary Flames in Philadelphia to play the Flyers. There's great NHL hockey action all winter long on TSN.
We're live at the Olympic Saddle Dome in Calgary. John Wells along with Howie Meeker and Jim Van Horn. 12 minutes and 57 seconds to go in period 1. Calgary Flames, Moscow Dynamo. And Calgary has a 1-0 lead. For the Soviets, Varnikov, number 22, got it in across the line. Claimed there quickly by Hakanlub for the Calgary Flames. Loop falls. McCowan steps in front. Soviets can't get on a loose puck out in front of the net. Here's a chance for Calgary as Wilson starts down. Wilson tried to feed it through for Lube out in front. He's got Crum out in front now. Wilson still controlling the puck, dumps it back into the corner and heads to the corner to take a pass. Now Crum goes in along with Wilson. Verbuchen is there for the Soviets, number 5, along with 22 Varnikov. And Varnikov takes it out for the Moscow Dynamo. Svetlov couldn't take his pass. Now Svetlov got it across the line and goes into the corner with it. Svetlov right out in front. And Vernon is beaten cleanly on the setup from Svetlov, who slipped it out to Yashin, number 13. How quickly it can happen. It looked like an innocent play.
Well, Svetlov made a great pass out in front, but just watch, he heads behind the net. Now look at Yashin just cruise in front. No one took a look around, and they put the pass right in his stick. I said off the start, watch this fella there. Watch all of these fellas wearing those blue jerseys, folks. I'll tell you, they can really handle the puck. And Yashin just right on his stick and right by his startled Vernon. I'm not sure Mike shouldn't have had his stick against the post. I might have got that pass.
It It is a 1-1 hockey game. Soviets back to get even with 11 minutes and 44 seconds to play in the first period. Moscow Dynamo on a goal by Yassin. Calgary's goal scored by Bozak at 2:19 of the first. Soviets once more to the attack, and quickly. Antipov starts it out with a pass for Zubrilchev. 18, Zubrilchev fights on the check, clears it out in front. And it's cleared to the line by the Flames, but not out. Soviets bumping the Flames along the boards. Calgary coming up with the puck, however. Leading the attack this time is Paul Baxter. Good pass for Lanny McDonald. Shot. He fired it just high and a little wide as McDonald went in. Good opportunity for the Flames. Soviets right back to the attack. This time, Leonov, number 23. He passed it out in front on the Soviet stick into the corner. And McDonald has it now for Calgary. McDonald pass on the left side for Berezan. Berezan going in. Same opportunity. Mishkin had the angle covered that time. Berezan not quite the scoring opportunity that McDonald had. He couldn't make as much out of that one. And Mishkin handled it easily.
That was a super pass Baxter made to McDonald. He had the right idea, go high, but he put it over top the net. The gentleman you're looking at there is the flopper. He does the splits, but he covers up the 5-hole pretty well. He keeps the glove hand in close and the stick on the ice, but you can beat him, I would think, from fairly well out up high.
Faceoff is in the Soviet zone, and it rolls back to neutral territory. McInnes now. McInnes passed in for Otto. Otto couldn't control it. Now it comes to Otto. One man to beat for Joel Otto. Waits for someone to help, and the shot comes through. Mishkin made the first save, and on the rebound, that time on Poplinski. McCowan keeps it in for the Calgary Flames. Poplinski trying to hold it along the boards. Now it comes free. Poplinski lost it, and it's picked up by Boroshevsky. Poplinski once more to the Soviet line. Man out in front, and Otto just tipped it high. Right idea, but over the target. Soviets, Sashov, 15 to the Calgary line. Feathered a pass through for Papagiev. He couldn't handle it. Heavy hitting now as Quinn picks it up at the line. Fired it through Mays, loose out in front. Mishkin had it covered up once. It's still loose. And finally, Papagiev for the Soviets clears it out of the way. There weren't good opportunities there, actually, with that crowd out in front, but the Flames did have a little pressure on the Moscow Dynamo. It is even at 1 in period 1. This is the NHL Soviet Series of '85.
It's our place, you'll always remember.
At Kentucky Fried Chicken, it's our taste that makes us famous. We alone have the Colonel's secret recipe of 11 herbs and spices. And we use only the finest, freshest ingredients to bring you a taste like no other chicken.
It's our taste that makes us famous. It's our taste when you're having fun. It's our taste that makes us famous. It's our taste.
Well, here's Joel Otto just making a tremendous rush and a good shot, but watch the save here on the backhand shot by Mishkin. Did he ever get that left leg out and parallel, laid the knee right on the ice and made a great save off of Poplinski. He's really, really good down low. There's no doubt about that. Got quick feet.
Face-off in the Soviet zone. They'll do it over again. Linesman Wayne Forsey handling the duty on that side. Neutral ice, it's Al McInnes. Tried to feed it through for Hockenlube, couldn't get there. Bolshevetsky into the corner. Perudinov, number 20, tried to clear it back to the line. Vernon made the save. Perudinov into the corner after it. He's number 20, working in there against Sheehy. Kept in at the line. Good play by Bozakov. Bozakov over for Skurduk, number 7. This is Perudinov. Perudinov, number 20, couldn't handle it. And Sheehy starts back for the Flames. Long pass. They're making it work quite well. Left side that time. Wilson carried it across, and Krom trailing on the play. Couldn't come up with it. Perudinov for the Soviets. Far side pass to Beryanov. Now Perudinov, 20. Back to the line. line. Bozakov getting set, winds up well wide. Banked off the boards by Sheehy. Soviets pinch in and keep it in the Calgary Flame zone. McGinnis couldn't get it out. Yashin moved in to try and block it. Did successfully. Now Crom for the Calgary Flames. This is Barnikov. And now Yashin had it poked off his stick. Race for it. Flames come up in good position. Played in for Berezan. Outside of the Calgary line.
Well, two things stand out. First of all, as you're watching this game again, folks, the short sticks that the Soviets use, they're so quick with the sticks. They're just a half a shade behind Gretzky, and Gretzky's miles ahead of most people in playing hockey in North America. They're just so quick with those sticks. The other thing is the way they forecheck. I'm just amazed that they pinch so much as they do, and they put 3 and 4 fellas into the one corner. The other is they don't hang on to the puck for any length of time. Do they ever move it? They tic-tac-toe it around the ice, get another team looking, particularly the Calgary Flames tonight looking, and boom, spring a guy home free. They're amazing with the puck.
Play continues in the Flame zone. Soviets in control. Cleared out in front and nicely steered away that time by Patterson, Colin Patterson. This is Jamie McCowan. Ahead for Patterson. Patterson finally digs it out, tries the long pass on the left side. That's Joel Otto. He couldn't handle it. Now for the Soviets. This is Yashin. Yashin over for Svetlov. Svetlov takes a check, loses the puck. Flames fired in, long shot. Michigan had to play it. Out to the corner. And still hanging in there. Now the Soviets to the attack. Led by Vilya Litvinov. Saved by Vernon. Had to be sharp. (1-1). 6 minutes, 44 seconds to play in the opening period. Flames have outshot the Soviets at this stage of things, 10-7. Antipov is out there at center ice for the Moscow Dynamo with Zabrilchev, 18, and Leonov, 23, as the wingers. Shot from the point is wide. Rebound. Man out in front. They couldn't get it to Antipov. Flames break out of their end nicely. This is Hakan Lube at the line. Lube chases after it. Has a chance. Lube working around. Played it off a stick. And it bounced high and wide of the target. Lube has it once more right out in front. And Risebrough guessed wrong and went the wrong way, trying to come up with that puck out in front. This is Leonov. The Flames line. One bank off the boards. Calgary claimed it. Cleared all the way down. And as Mikulchek touches it, icing called against the Calgary Flames. One of the newcomers to the Flames, playing quite well.
Oh, I'll tell you, folks, he's going to be a dandy. He's big and he's strong, but he's got skills. He can really skate, he can shoot the puck, he can make plays, and he can score goals. I like the guy. Mark his name down, Suter, 3 or 4 years from now. Hody ho, 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 money in the bank, that kid.
Gary Suter, 6 feet, 200 pounds, out of the University of Wisconsin. Flames have some pressure on now. Berezan goes to the net. They score. Berezan flipped it out in front. I think McDonald might have got a piece of it. Michigan was fooled on the play completely. It is 2-1 Calgary Flames. Something to cheer about at the Saddle Dome in Calgary.
Well, another impression you get is that the Flames have had, I'd say, 5 times better scoring chances so far tonight than the Edmonton Oilers had the other night, and there's the puck thrown out in front, and I don't know who that hit to put it in. Here's the shot we're going to have to see. Berezan behind the net flips to throw it out in front, and it hits the Soviet defenseman's skate and goes by a startled Michigan. That's the kind you need to beat a good hockey club.
Berezan, it is off a leg. She and McDonald draw the assists. For the Soviets now in the Calgary zone, Skurduk, and it's flipped out across the line. We've got a penalty coming up.
What I tried to say a few moments ago is the other night in Edmonton, one of the most impressive things by a country mile is where the Red Army team shut down the entire offense all night long of the Stanley Cup Edmonton Oilers. Tonight, goodness gracious, I would think the Calgary Flames have had at least seven or eight excellent scoring chances, or had the puck in a position where they could score from. That did not happen the other night.
We'll see the Soviet power play in action now. Varnikov, Skurduk, and Farutnov. The front for the Soviets. Back to the line. It goes between the Soviet defensemen, so Skurduk has to start over again. This is number 7, Victor Skurduk. Skurduk to the line. Backhands it into the corner. McCowan goes after it. Plays it off the boards. Kept in at the line, but only momentarily, as Quinn brings it out for Calgary. Skurduk circling. Trying to drop it at the line for Popian, and he couldn't control. This is Bozakov now. Popian for the Soviets. Over for Varnikov, or Varianov rather. And the Soviets offside at that Flames line once more. Timing a little bit off. They've been caught a couple of times, Howie.
Yes, they have. We've got something very, very interesting for you here. Years ago, on offense, when the Soviets put the puck in this position here, they used to turn tail and leave. Now look how they flood the zone. There's 2 of them here, another one here, and this one's coming over. Now watch what happens. They're not as scared of getting caught. Just let her roll. Now, look at here. Just stop it right there. 3 Soviet players in that position there. And they will. Yes, they will. They will come up with the puck. Let it go. There they get it. That's forechecking.
Back to the live action as the Soviets control in the Flame zone. Vernon had to make a sprawling save as Yashin worked out front. 38 seconds left in the penalty to Richard Crom for interference. So the Soviets get a desired effect, a whistle, and a face-off in the Calgary zone. Yashin, Varnikov, and Svetlov.
As I sit here and watch this, I got a feeling the Soviets are coasting.
Might be right. They have been effective in controlling the puck. They have not tested Mike Vernon too harshly on many occasions. Out in front, there's a test for Vernon. And he covered up well, but Vernon is still down as the Soviets swarm all around. Back to the line. Moving in for the shot. Pervugan. And Mr. Vernon equal to the task once more on Vasily Pervugan rather.
Boy, Pervukin just broke that box. What a perfect pass he took. Went right into the middle of the box, and I'll tell you, the pass had to be between legs and over sticks and right on his stick, and it was that just a few moments ago. Had forced Vernon to make a heck of a save. That was just a great skill play. And here, I would think this is the play right here. Look at this, just tremendous action. Vernon stands up, and that's the key. Stand up, make that first save. And you have to make that second save on the rebound. You can do it if you're on your feet. Pretty hard to do sitting on the seat of your pants.
Just 10 seconds left in the Soviet power play now. This is Antipov over on the right side for Zabrilchev. He cleared it out in front. Good chance for the Soviets. They look to get it back to the line. Now send it into the corner. Out in front to the side of the net. Zabrilchev didn't have much of an angle to get a shot away. Zabrilchev working in the corner. The Flames are back to full strength. McCowan is in there against Zabrilchev. Now moving in, Paul Baxter out in front. And Antipov had a chance, couldn't make it work. Flames with Patterson along the right side, and McCowan can't control it in the neutral territory. The Soviets. Leonov sends Zabrilchev in once more. Zabrilchev taken out by McCowan. This is Patterson. And Kerry Wilson now. With Poplinski trailing, Wilson tries to slip through and had no no chance. Steve Conroy got it in across the line. Wilson right in on top of Vladimir Mishkin, looking for what might have been a rebound, but Mishkin had things under control and completely covered up. Calgary Flames out in front of the Dynamo, 2-1 with 2:28 to play in the first.
When brewing's an art, you go for taste is right from the start, and you gotta know the best you can do is make it come true with light taste that sets it apart. Molson Light has got heart.
This one's got it.
Into the final 2 minutes, 28 seconds of the opening period. Flames out in front, 2-1. Shot from the faceoff. Right on. Mishkin covered up quickly. A shot that time from Steve Conroy.
He was very, very lucky, too. He went down on his knees to make the save. It wasn't able to control the rebound. It went 4 or 5 feet out in front of him, but he's able to dive on it before a Calgary player get a stick on it.
Another chance. Didn't miss by much on that one. Conroy claimed by the Soviets. Bozakov, number 4, had it poked away. In the corner after it for Calgary, Perry Berezan. He has one of the Flames goals, the second. First goal for Calgary. Scored at 2:19 of the opening period by Steve Bozak. And for the Soviets, Yashin. Shots on goal, 13-10, favoring the Flames. Back to the line. Mishkin forced to make a save there from Gary Sitter's shot. And he kicked it right out of bounds.
We should have a replay of that one. Boy, did he ever push off with his left foot. He saw the shot coming all the way. It was along the ice, and he just pushed off. And, all right, just watch this. Watch him go out. Now watch him push off and just kick that foot onto his goal stick and just put the puck right out over the blue line.
He's played a little soccer in his day, Howie. You can tell that, can't you?
Yes, you can. They all play soccer.
Mishkin almost mishandled that one.
He hasn't played much baseball.
never had a baseball glove. Doesn't know what a shortstop is.
Well, I'll tell you what, it'd be a great thing here if the Flames were able to get another goal. I've got a feeling they're going to need another one.
I think they'll need another one. I think they'll have to have a good lead on the Soviets. One goal on the Soviets really isn't anything at any stage of a hockey game. Rudnov. Nice save, Vernon on Beryanov. Rudnov set it up. Beryanov took the shot, and Mike Vernon kicked it out of bounds.
Well, there's a bit. Mike Vernon's had a very easy period, and I think that would certainly help his overall confidence. The Soviets create when they go 2-on-1 or 3-on-2. They just create open ice. They go to the checker, pull him out of the way, and drop the puck back in the trailer. That's the fellow you want to look for in the Soviets. That guy coming late, he's always in position. They always get him the puck, and 9 times out of 10 he gets a good scoring chance. It's amazing how they use him.
Patterson can't get away from Popian. But the Flames do get it into the Soviet zone. Bozakov has it now. Bozakov goes to the other side, picked up by Skurjuk, number 7. Skurjuk tries to split the Flames defense and just about got the shot away. Conroy worked him over pretty well as he went in. Bourgeois for the Flames. One bounce off the boards ahead to Poplinski. Poplinski across the line, but without the puck. And after it, Patterson, penalty coming out. Little holding being called, and it sounds like it's going against the Calgary Flames. 1:20 to play, period 1, 2-1, Calgary leading as Poplinski steps into the penalty box.
Well, certainly he shouldn't have taken that type of penalty. Let's see if it is one. First of all, obviously he's in the box, but all he did was take his arm and push him off him, and the Soviet player went over backwards. I don't think it's much of a penalty, really.
Out there for the Soviet power play, Yashin, Svetlov, Varnikov. This is Baxter, and he lifts it all the way down.
Played it very, very smart. second Baxter got the puck headed behind the net. The Soviets blocked the boards. He just dumped it.
Look at this, open net, open net. Michigan got trapped out there. There wasn't a flame anywhere out in front. Quinn was working hard in the corner trying to dig it out. But had he put it right out in front of the net, there was no one there. Vervuken ahead now for Yashin. Yashin can't get around Baxter. Jamie McCowan rattles it off the boards, kept in at the line by the Soviets. Back to the points. The big shot. Oh, it trickled through, and it didn't go in. Mike Vernon. And a horseshoe in the seat of his pants that time. It got through Mike Vernon, and it trickled to the line, but it didn't cross. The shot came from Bilyetdinov, number 17.
Well, there's the shot along the boards, or from the boards, and it hits about 3 players. And let's see, does it go over?
Doesn't go over. Doesn't go over.
But the Soviet defenseman made a great play along the boards to keep the puck from going out. Just used his skates like a soccer player would use his feet to keep the ball from going out of bounds.
28 seconds left in the period. Soviets continue on the power play. Yashin in behind the net. Lost it there. Calgary will be able to kill off the period anyway as far as the Soviet power play is concerned. Good work by Steve Bozak, 26. Now with 9 seconds left, the Soviets running out of time. Yashin couldn't get a shot away. How about that? That's the period. Time ran out on the Calgary Flames. And on the Soviet power play, the Flames lead it 2-1 on the Moscow Dynamo. Entertaining hockey.
Yeah, very much so. I really have to believe the score, though. Calgary Flames could be up by at least 2 goals. I thought they had by far the most scoring opportunities. If anything, the Soviets are checking a little more consistently, or playing the man a little more consistently than the Calgary Flames, and that surprises me a little. But I would think later on they'll start taking the man, and once they get a lead, in order to hang on to it, they'll take the man. Pretty good period of hockey.
The Moscow Dynamo trailing the Calgary Flames by a goal. This is the NHL Soviet Series of 85-86 on the Sports Network, TSN.
Yeah. You make my heart sing. Yeah. You make everything. Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
The name is Nissan 300 ZX.
Sunday is a great night to look forward to on the Sports Network. At 11, a review of the past 7 days, as well as a current news update on Sports Week. At midnight, there's exciting CIAU basketball from the Ed DeArmond Memorial Tournament. At 2, a complete news wrap-up on Sports Desk. Then it's our Sunday rugby special, followed by your second opportunity to watch the Flames Dynamo hockey game. That's all on TSN, where we've got Georgia Tech battling Michigan State on the All-American Bowl, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Welcome back to the Olympic Saddle Dome in Calgary, Alberta, where the Calgary Flames are leading the Moscow Dynamo by a score of 2-1. Story in that game, or in the first period at least, was the play of the Flames taking it to Dynamo. Lanny McDonald in on both goals scored by the Flames so far with a pair of assists. Lanny joins us now. How do the players feel about this game, Lanny?
Well, especially the way we're playing right now, we're in a bit of a slump, and we're looking to get that edge. And playing against a top team like the Dynamo, we feel if we get a jump on them, maybe we'll get our own jump back, and hopefully that's what we'll do tonight.
Well, certainly the first period, if you compare the first period of tonight's game into the game against Philadelphia, there really isn't any, because you really came out flying tonight.
Well, we really felt that if we were going to have any chance at all, we had to get right on them right to start with, make sure they didn't get any 3-on-2s, and so far that's what we've done. Hopefully we can keep it up.
How have you been? 1982-83 season, when you played the Russians here in Calgary, you scored the game-winning goal. You went on to score 66 goals that season. Since then, you've been troubled.
Well, unfortunately, every once in a while in a guy's career, you'll run into injuries, and the last 2 years have not exactly been kind to myself, but I feel really good this year, and hopefully I can keep it going. As long as you feel like you're contributing, you'll stay in there, and hopefully I've done a little bit of that this year.
Are you beginning to feel a little mortal as far as your career is concerned?
Well, when you look around and you don't see that many more players that are your own age, you start to wonder. But, you know, like I said before, as long as you feel that you're still having fun out there and doing something, hey, great, stay in it.
Last night, Landy, you reached a milestone. You scored your 450th career goal. We're going to take a look at it on the monitor. Could you tell us what was going through your mind when it went in?
Well, fortunately for myself, it finally did go in. It seems like it's been a long time coming. I think I had only scored 1 goal in the last 9 games, and when it finally went in, it was just like a piano finally went off my back. And Jim Poplinski made a great play going down the boards and beating Brad Marsh wide and throwing it right back out onto my stick. And even then, it didn't go in straight in. I had to climb over the goaltender's stick.
Well, the reaction you got from the crowd was very, very warm after that.
Well, it's really nice. You know, ever since I've come to Calgary, they've really made not only myself, but my family feel really at home here. And I'll tell you, they've treated us great, and hopefully I'll score a few more and treat them great.
When you look at this Dynamo team this year, you've had probably more experience against Soviet hockey teams than any other player on your team. Has their style changed all that much over the years?
Well, maybe more than anything, we're noticing they're willing to dump the puck in. Before, they used to, if they couldn't make the play at the blue line, they'd circle back, wind up again. Now they're willing to dump it in, go in and mix it up a little bit, take a check to make a play, and that's probably the biggest difference in their play right now.
They're a lot more physical than they used to be as well. They're not backing off like they used to.
No, they sure don't. And they're willing to pinch along the boards. They play their center iceman really high. Their defenseman will go in, try and get the hit on the guy, keep the puck in our end instead of playing back in their end.
Well, you got off to a good start in that first period. Hope it keeps going for the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Lanny McDonald, team captain for the Calgary Flames. Always a pleasure to talk to the man. We're going to take a break, go back to Toronto for a sports break, then come back with more highlights from Howie and John. Stay with us.
On behalf of everyone at Canadian Tire, we bring you this special holiday greeting. Ready, Ebenezer? You can do it. Mary. Ebenezer, you promised. Mary. Come on.
Merry Christmas.
What?
Merry Christmas and a happy holiday.
Now, didn't that make you feel good?
Well, maybe.
The hard-charging excitement of U.S. college football is on the Sports Network. Join us for the very best action from various conferences. There's nothing quite like the thrills of college football with its head-to-head rivalry.
We're into the bowl season with the All-America Bowl on New Year's Eve at 8 Eastern, and coming in the new year, the East-West Shrine Game and the Rico Bowl. That's all on TSN.
Hello, everybody. I'm Vic Rauter at the TSN Sports Desk in Toronto. With this Sunday night update, we will return to the Saddle Dome in Calgary, where the Flames lead Dynamo 2-1 in just a few minutes. But first, let's bring you up to date on the rest of the Sunday night NHL action. In Buffalo, the Sabres, well, they can move out of the Adams Division basement if they beat the New York Islanders. Now, it took the Sabres only 29 seconds to get on the scoreboard. Watch Mike Foligno from behind the net put it by Billy Smith, 1-0 Buffalo. The Sabres receive some great goaltending from Jacques Cloutier. Right here stops Pat LaFontaine with a great glove save. The Islanders finally got on the board, though, with less than 3 minutes left. Thomas Jansson's shot from the point finds the net. Game was tied at 1-1 after 20 minutes. At Madison Square Garden, the New York Rangers trying to shake off a 2-game losing streak against the Washington Capitals. And the Capitals take the lead on a weird goal as Alan Howarth flips the puck on the net off John Van Beesbroek's back into the net, and it was 1-0 Washington. Hello there. The Rangers try to get that one back as Mike Ridley sets up Thomas Sandstrom, but Pete Peters will turn him away. Nice save. Late in the first, Rangers cough up the puck, and Mike Gardner's there to pick it up. Move in front, snap it by Van Beesbroek. 2-0 Capitals after 20 minutes. All right, here's the latest scoreboard as we bring you up to date. The Islanders now lead Buffalo 3-1 second period. Janssen, Bossy, Dwayne Sutter for the Islanders, Foligno for the Sabres. Washington leading the Rangers now 3-2 middle of the second. Howarth, Gartner, and Murphy for the Caps. Sandstrom and McClellan for the Rangers. Boston has jumped in front of Chicago 1-0 on a goal by Charlie Simmer. 1-0 Boston over Chicago first period. Hartford leading Detroit 4-1 in the second. Turgeon, Ferraro, Deneen, Crawford Dwight Foster has scored for the Red Wings. Edmonton-Vancouver will get underway at 10 o'clock at the Pacific Coliseum. Well, it was their toughest test of this World Junior Championship, but Canada still beat the U.S. 5-2 to win their third straight game.
A close call for Canada in the early going. The puck shot. Billington gets a piece of it, and it appears to go in over the goal line. Here it is in the replay again. You'll see Billington put that skate back in and direct it out, but it was no goal. The Yanks were hot. Later in the first, U.S. on the power play. Good save by Billington, and then Conroy comes up big, breaking down the left-hand side, bulldozing in on the forehand, and flipping it upstairs, 1-0 for Canada. Team USA would tie the score a little bit later on. Brian Leach left alone, all in front of Billington. Beautiful move. Thanks for coming. He slides it home, a 1-1 tie. Second period action. Canada applying some pressure. There will be heavy traffic in around Richter. A couple of great saves, but finally Shane Corson jams it home. Canada was up 2-1. Still in the second, U.S. captain Steve Leach will make good on this attempt, coming out from the corner and tucking it in behind Billington. It was 2-2. Late in the second period, nice passing play finishes off with Corson getting his second goal. Canada led 3-2 heading into the final frame. They make it 4-2 right here. Stapleton with nothing but open net to shoot at. And then Sandlak fights his way down the right side, centers it in front. Nieuwendyk flips it home. The final score, Canada 5 and the USA 2. Canada undefeated in the tournament.
All right, there you see it. Canada will play Sweden tomorrow. Elsewhere, the Soviets tied with Canada, 3 straight wins as they beat Switzerland. The final was 7-3. Thank you. And the Finns, as we move on, now in third place with 4 points after a 7-2 win over West Germany. It is scoreless. Czechoslovakia, Sweden, first period of their game tonight in Stratford, Ontario. Canada's Olympic team won its second game at the Spengler Cup tournament in Switzerland. Canada beating Davos. The final was 5-2 for a record of 2 wins, a tie, and 5 points. Moscow Spartak, though, leads the tournament with 6 points after beating Rosenheim of West Germany 10-3. So Team Canada plays the Soviets for the gold medal tomorrow at the Spengler Cup. The second intermission to update all the NHL scores and highlights for you. Now let's return to the Olympic Saddledome in Calgary, where the Flames lead Moscow Dynamo by a score of 2-1.
The Sports Network gets 1986 off to a flying start with a jam-packed January. There's plenty of NHL excitement, as well as CIAU hockey action. The National Basketball Association keeps shooting, along with American and Canadian college basketball. There's volleyball with the Westman Classic from the University of Manitoba. Football with the East-West Shrine and Ricoh Bowls. January sees the return of Grand Prix racing. There's more great tennis. Golf with PGA and LPGA tournaments. Swimming. Track and field. Indoor soccer. Boxing excitement. And 5 times daily sports desk. Quite a January on TSN.
We continue with the first intermission. Live from the Saddledome in Calgary, where the Flames lead the Moscow Dynamo 2-1. A very entertaining first period of hockey action. A much different game than we saw when the Edmonton Oilers met the other Soviet team the other night in Edmonton. This is a pretty entertaining hockey game.
Sure it is. Great goal by Bozek.
You want to get right to that.
Do I ever. So many wonderful things happen when a goal is scored on offense. Okay, look, the first thing that happens, that's the big plus. When you're trying to take the attacker off the puck, you can only do one thing. Take him off the puck and never mind the puck. Now, the Calgary Flame player does that here, and this player will move in knowing that there's going to be a loose puck. Let her go, Ken. That's it. Now, stop it right there. Now, watch the timing. He realizes that this player here is going to come up with the puck, and that's McDonald. Bozek, who gets the goal. Now, this is timing. Watch. He'll go for the great big skate this way. But Wilson, who makes the great play, he has to read ahead. Look at the free puck's going to be here. Where is he going? He comes behind the net. Now, just watch this develop. McDonald picks up the puck, has nowhere else to go, and pops it behind the net. Now, there you are. He comes up with it, gives it to Wilson. Now, stop. Here's the next best play. Watch how you have to create open ice here in order for Bozek to come in and pick it up. Watch what this man does. It is just super. And Wilson hangs on to the puck, hangs on to the puck. Now, stop. All right, let it go a little bit more, Ken. Now there, see how this player going here, cleared this area right through here? Wilson read it all the way. Okay, now Bozak comes and comes and comes. There's the pass on the stick, and boom, it goes in the net. That's class. That's one heck of a goal. I'll tell you, boy. That is teamwork at its very best.
Michigan did not have much of a chance.
Not a
in
snowball.
In fact, just before we get to the other highlight, Michigan was tested much more severely in the first period of the hockey game.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And the little son of a gun is a great goaltender and played extremely well.
All right, a little Soviet finesse right now.
Well, here's that same goal again. Now just look at it. See how the open ice is created? Bozak moved in and boom, put it in. Ha! That's what you folks miss at home, that great big wide camera. That's what I love.
Okay, now let's move on to the Soviet goal that was scored in the first period. Yashin gets the goal, but there was a gentleman working behind the scenes that made the entire thing work.
Well, the more you watch the Soviets, the more you have to be aware of and admire their anticipation, but their puck handling and their passing. It's pinpoint and it's fast. It's from stick blade to stick blade and boom, it's in the net. Okay, just roll it just a little bit. It's all right. Stop it right there. Now here's the problem. This is the guy that makes Svetlov will make the great play here. Now he's going to handle the puck, and one of these two Calgary Flames has to take that man. That's the golden rule. Force him off the puck, but take the man. Now watch what happens. Svetlov just puts it over to Varnikov. Now stop it right there. Neither one of them picked it up, and now we're in trouble. Now here's the fella that's going to put it in the net. Yasin. Watch his timing. He'll come between, and he'll time to be right there the same time as Svetlov is there, and he'll be admiring the play, and he'll be admiring the play, saying, great goal, fella, but I should have been there. Now watch Svetlov. Hangs onto the puck, hangs onto the puck. Now watch this timing. Yasin cruises right between the two checkers. The puck is bang right on his stick, and it's in the net. Just an excellent goal, and I have an apology to make to the young goaltender. I thought he should have had that pass with his stick. When I see the angle there, he played the pass. He couldn't have had it. Not a chance.
All right, it is 2-1 for the Calgary Flames, leading the Moscow Dynamo at the first intermission. We'll be back with second period action on this, the NHL Soviet Series of 85-86.
Molson Canadian. Taste that'll stop you cold.
Dance to the music. Dance to the music.
Monday night on the Sports Network. At 8, it's the men's competitions on Skate America. At 10, NFL Films provides another unique perspective to pro football in a 1-hour special. At 11 and 2, the late evening news wrap-up on Sports Desk. That's all on TSN, where Georgia Tech battles Michigan State New Year's Eve at 8 Eastern in the All-America Bowl.
Welcome back to the Saddledome in Calgary, where the Flames came out ready to play the Moscow Dynamo tonight. They lead it by a score of 2-1 after 20 minutes of play. Let's take a look at the scoring summary from that first period of play. The Lanny McDonald line has been extremely proficient tonight. McDonald in on both goals. Calgary opened the scoring at the 2:19 mark very early in that first period of play. Steve Bozak on the power play set up by Wilson and McDonald. Then it was the Soviets coming back at 8:04. Sergei Yashin from Svetlov and Varnikov, and Perry Berezan from Sheehy and McDonald at 14:15. Shots on goal in favor of the Flames, 15-12. That did not indicate the scoring chances. The Flames by far had the far superior chances to the Moscow Dynamo. Mike Vernon has played a very strong first period for the Calgary Flames. Our hockey coverage of this international series will continue. We go to Boston on January the 6th. That's a 7:30 p.m. Eastern game. Moscow Dynamo again, this time against the Boston Bruins. Our regular NHL coverage continues with the Calgary Flames once again. That's Sunday, January 12th. 7 p.m. Eastern time in Philadelphia against the Flyers. That should be a good hockey game. The Flames will be looking to get revenge for losing that game last night. They could have won it if the Flyers hadn't come up with a couple of strange goals late in the game. We're all set to go for the third period of play. Let's now join John Wells and Howie Meeker.
Okay, Jim, shots on goal, as you mentioned, in that first period, 15-12. favored the Flames. Michigan, the busier of the two goaltenders. He had to make the bigger saves as well as a greater number of saves in the period. Calgary will be shorthanded for the next 40 seconds with Poplinski in the penalty box. So we'll see a Soviet power play to start off the second period. Yashin chases it into the corner. That's 13. Yashin with the puck right out in front, and Quinn was there. Kicked too far ahead that time by Berezan, or the Flames might have had a pretty good scoring opportunity shorthanded. 22 seconds left in the Soviet power play. As the Dynamo move to center ice, this is Svetlov getting through, but without the puck, trailing on the play. Blocked nicely. The shot from Yashin, blocked by Bourgeois. And the Flames have made it through another penalty. Poplinski steps on the ice. Soviets are offside at the Flames line. Timing has been off just a little bit, Howie. They haven't, the Soviets, at least the Moscow Dynamo, have not played in North America on this tour so far. This is their opening game, so maybe timing might be a little bit of a factor. You don't see too many offsides. Good Soviet skating teams at the line.
More and more in recent years, I begin to admire their enthusiasm, their joy of playing the game. You can sort of see it in all their actions. You can't see it here tonight in this Dynamo team yet. They look bored.
Number 23 around behind the Flames net, still has it, cleared it out front. It was quickly steered to the corner. And the Flames start back. Long pass, too far for Risebrough. McCowan tipped it in across the line, but Poplinski was trapped. Jim Poplinski.
Playing the best hockey of his career by a country mile. You know, years ago when he broke into the league, everybody thought he was going to be a superstar, but he's not. He is a very, very good hockey player now. He's learned to play defense. He checks extremely well. He's playing with a great big plus record on the Calgary Flame Hockey Club, and he's the kind of guy that you need in your team to win championships. Always comes to play. Got a great sense of humor. Super guy.
11 goals, 13 assists for 24 points in the season so far for Jim Poplinski. Flames dump it into the Soviet zone. Into the corner after it is Berezan, 21. He got it around behind the net for Bozak. Bozak is ridden out of the play, and McDonald goes after it. McDonald in behind the Soviet goal, and Skurduk has it for the Dynamo. Momentarily, Berzon took it away from him. Back into the corner. Opian for the Soviets.
A few moments ago, the fellow who just had the puck gave Landy a pretty good job. Did you see Landy go back at him?
Skurduk across the line, ridden out nicely into the corner by Gary Suter, 20. And the Flames clear it all the way down. Icing waved off. At the Soviet line for Rudinov. Sets it up. Pass didn't get through for Skurduk. Now Leonov for the variant. Barnikov, 22. For Rudinov into the corner. Working in there against Kerry Wilson. Back for Wilson, number 33 for the Flames. Wilson got it for Lube. Lube cleared it around behind the net. Intercepted there by Barnikov. Lube back behind his own line to get things organized for the Flames. Sets it up for McGinnis, number 2. He lost it. This is Barnikov. And now Hakan Lube. Offside at the Soviet line. Lube stopped a little too abruptly. And that time forced Richard Crom across the line just ahead of the puck.
Michel Barnikov, folks, you're looking at some hockey player. Just watch his acceleration here tonight. He just hangs onto that puck, makes plays, can score goals, has great anticipation. He's just a great offensive hockey player, and he has been doing some checking.
Cleared in for the Flames by Bourgeois. In after it is Cavallini. just outside the Soviet line. Administered by the team captain, Vilyaletdinov. This is Svetlov with the puck. Svetlov in close quarters, got it out front. Dynamo couldn't capitalize. Now Barnikov comes up with it. Just poked out across the line. Oops. Blistering shot well wide of the target from a long way out from Tim Hunter. Yashin for the Soviets. Penalty coming up to the Calgary Flames as Mishkin heads to the bench on the delayed call. Soviets to the line and across. They have 6 attackers out there now, kept in at the point. And finally, it is touched by Poplinski, number 24. And the Soviets will have a power play advantage. They trail the Calgary Flames 2-1. This is the NHL Soviet Series on TSN.
The essence of bobsledding. The new sled feels like gliding on silk. The essence of shaving. This is new Actra Plus, an incredible advance in Gillette shaving smoothness. The Plus is the unique lubricating strip that glides the razor effortlessly. You never felt anything smoother.
New Actra Plus by Gillette. The essence of shaving.
Jim Poplinski is out for interference. 4:27 Soviet power play. The face-off in the Calgary Flame zone. Shot from the point. Antipov took it, and it's cleared down for the Flames by Bozak.
That's the first time I've seen a Soviet club shoot from that bad an angle that far out. They usually want to see the whites of the goaltender's eyes.
This is Antipov once more. Pass on the right wing to Leonov. Leonov got it through for Zabelchev, and he couldn't get a play out of it.
And the other thing about surprising me, no amount is surprising me. About 4 of the last 6 times the Soviets have handled the puck, they have mishandled it. That's not like them. Look, there's another one.
Zabelchev across the line, taken out neatly by McCowan. It's cleared around behind the boards by Berezan. Shot from the point, deflected, bouncing out in front. Flames covering up. McCowan cleared it down. Here goes Quinn after a loose puck. Mishkin sliding way out of his net to fall on it. He's safe at second.
I'm not so sure that's the way to play that puck, but he come up with it anyways. Most North American goaltenders, NHL goaltenders, would have got over there with the stick and flipped it behind the net rather than dive at it. If you miss it then, you're in over your head. I'm beginning to wonder, you know, the Red Army team, when you look at last year's stats over in the Soviet Union, Dynamo was a better club, finished ahead of them overall. I don't know what it was like this year, but again, I get the feeling as I'm watching this game that the Red Army is far superior this year to this club we're looking at here. Much deeper in talent. But I could be wrong.
Farudinov, number 20, left it for Skurduk. Skurduk gets across the line, into the corner after it. Marianov. Flames still shorthanded. Farudinov working in brilliantly, fired it just wide. And Vernon got a little lucky on that one. It bounced out. He broke up the play, however. Mike Vernon. Quickly, the Soviets, the attack again. Popian, number 6, the defenseman. Carried it in. Vernon played it right back to the line. Had to make a save as he put it right on the stick of Bozakov. Bozakov fed it for Varianov, and Vernon would have had an assist on the goal had it gone in. Farudinov, weak shot. McInnes gets it out of the way. Flames are back to full strength now. Mishkin had to make a save on Bozak. across the Soviet line. Bozak couldn't control it. Now it comes to Bozak. He couldn't play it. This is Yashin, 13. Barnikov ahead for Svetlov. One man to get around. Svetlov dropped it back. And the shot from Yashin was blocked by Mike Brennan. Load for the Flames. Into the Soviet zone. Quickly into neutral territory once more as Krom flips it in. After it for the Soviets, Pervukin, number 5. McDonald in forechecking. Couldn't control it in the Soviet zone, and Pervukin brings it out.
They won't shoot it in.
Just across the line, Jamie McCowan circling and starts back for Calgary. With the Soviet line, McCowan looks into the corner. Can't get it out in front. Pervukin takes a stiff check from McDonald.
You asked me off the top of the show if the Calgary Flames did come out and do a little hitting, would it affect the Soviet club? My feeling then was no, but it certainly has so far here tonight, particularly here in this second period.
And on the Sports Network, a little football coming your way on Tuesday, December 31st, the All-America Bowl. Georgia Tech, Michigan State. Be with us at 8 o'clock Eastern Time.
There's a few more Calgary Flames finishing the check and running the guys into the fence, and now the Soviets are getting back there not quite as quick, and they're looking over their shoulder, waiting for the pitter-patter little feet, and they're not making those fancy plays, and that's the only way you can disrupt this sweet passing team that you're looking at.
This is Antipov for the Soviets. Took the shot, and it's high off the glass and out of play.
They'll do anything to make a liar out of you. A few moments ago, the Calgary Flames were lined up on their side of the red line, 5 of them, and the Soviets played around, went up and sent it back to their blue line, sucked them out a little bit, and then went on the attack. They were going 3-on-3, and they shot the Galdard puck in. So,
I was gonna give you credit for that one. I thought that would have been a shot on goal, Howie. They weren't dumping it in. Or an aimed shot on goal, anyway.
Look at this lineup. They're full of different things, this hockey club. They got Riseborough playing on the wing. That's just a waste of talent. You've got to be playing center.
Flames have an opportunity here. Winding up with a shot, a blistering drive. Colin Patterson. And it was gloved ahead. The face-off will be in the Soviet zone. To the right of Vladimir Mishkin. First team All-Star in the Soviet Union. 2.78 goals against average for Michigan through the regular season of 40 games.
Well, that last shot from well out again was high enough. In fact, it was just a little bit too high, but before the stick made contact with the puck, Michigan was down on his knees. They're not playing with any fire, as I said earlier, any enthusiasm. They got the blast, those Soviets, tonight. Maybe the Calgary Flames checking has a little something to do with it.
Barazan got it in around behind for Lanny McDonald. McDonald took it out and slipped it back along the boards. Now it comes out to McCowan. McCowan with McDonald. McDonald flipped it in. The Soviets try to control. It's to the other side. Bourgeois takes a weak shot. And the Soviets are on the attack once more. This is Baryanov, number 12, trying to get it over for Skurduk. Now trailing on the play, Bozhikov, number 4, carries it in. McDonald takes over in the corner. Flips it high, Bozak. Well offside, Michigan comes out to play it. He takes care of that whole area behind the blue line, Michigan.
He gets out there in a hurry.
2-1 Flames leading the Moscow Dynamo at the midway mark of the second period. 10 minutes, 35 seconds to play in the second.
You know, that Soviet club, when you saw them practice today, go ahead.
Here's Yashin. Taken out neatly at the line. Combination there with Sheehy. From a sharp angle, Yashin and Mike Vernon had it red all the way and covered.
Yeah, watch the angle on this shot here. Vernon had it covered, but I'm not so sure. There was a little bit of room. Could have been a little bit tighter, but he let the shot go.
He just got on the line by the time he got that away.
Not much room for it to go in.
You were going to say something.
Well, this Soviet club this morning just went at it for an hour and a half, and you wouldn't believe the energy they put into that practice. Now they're playing half dead. I think maybe they left a lot too much energy on the ice this morning.
Risebrough starts it out for the Flames for Poplinski. He got it to the line and across. In forechecking. Patterson can't keep it in. This is Suter. Suter ahead on the left side to Poplinski. He tried to feed it through to Risebrough. It goes all the way down. Patterson in after it. Working against Pervukin. Pervukin cleared it around behind the goal. Barnikov. Svedlov now for the Soviets. Working against McInnes. It comes loose to the Soviets. Barnikov trying to get it out front. Got it to the line. Back into neutral territory. This is Mikulchik. Number 16, Oleg Mikulchik. Soviets in again across the line. Weak shot that time by Varianov. Back to the point once more. Mikulchik can't get a shot away. After it, Quinn. Tipped out. Gino Cavallini lost his stick. He got it out across the line and tried to kick it down the ice. Varianov lays it out from the left wing. Zabrilchev, and he takes a big check. Zabrilchev is into the boards. McDonald is going off. Power play for the Soviets when we return. Calgary Flames out in front by a goal.
The breakthrough in electric heaters is here. Developed by General Electric Housewares, now a vital part of the new Black & Decker. New Heater Plus is light, compact, goes anywhere, and turns into a summer fan. No other portable electric heater can give you more warmth, and it's safe with children. Heater Plus from the new Black & Decker.
We brought the best together to serve you even better.
Well, the Calgary Flames lined up along the blue line, and they tried to carry it in. The Soviets did. Lonnie McDonald went out and just laid the stick on the Soviet player, and he gets a 2-minute penalty for tripping. And when it was all over, Lanny made signs like that was a big dive, and it certainly was a big dive.
Slight delay down there. They had the other penalty box door open as well, but I don't think the Soviets are getting a penalty. I think they're doing a little maintenance down there. One of the panes of glass has come loose, so they'll do a little work on that. We'll continue with this series on the Sports Network TSN with the Moscow Dynamo visiting the Boston Bruins January 6th. Be with us at 7:30 Eastern Time for that contest, and the series then moves on to Buffalo as far as the Dynamo are concerned, and that'll be 2 nights later. And 2 weeks from tonight, the Calgary Flames and the Philadelphia Flyers, a rematch of last evening. Calgary lost that game 6-5 to the Flyers. We'll have it for you on TSN from the Spectrum in Philadelphia on Sunday, January 12th. 7 o'clock Eastern for that one.
Well, I'm not going to say that should be a good hockey game, because I touted this Calgary Flame team time after time to the people across North America, how big and how tough and how mean and how ugly they were and how good they were when they played that way. And since I've been saying that, as I said earlier,
they lost 6 in a row.
Yeah, they played like pussycats, like pussycats. Oh, it'll be a heck of a game. It'll be a heck of a game.
Barnikov is out there at center ice for the Moscow Dynamo, flanked by Svetlov, number 14, and Yashin, 13. Flames have Quinn out there killing off the penalty, along with McCowan. Bergeron is out there, number 21. And we're set for a face-off to the right of goaltender Mike Vernon. Bergeron after it, couldn't get there. Couldn't beat Vilyaletdinov. Barnikov now for the Moscow Dynamo to the Calgary line. Has a man waiting. Played over to the right side now for Svetlov. Svetlov takes a return pass and moves into the slot. It's back to the line, winding up with a shot. It hit a Soviet player out front. And deflects over to the boards, out of the way. Flames are easily able to clear it down. Mishkin out to play it ahead for Svetlov. Svetlov ran into Berezan. Flames have some fresh troops out there now, and the Soviets begin the attack again. Vilyaletdinov, number 17. Ahead for Barnikov, 22. That play went nowhere. Bozak got it for Lube across a couple of lines, and whistled down by Swede Knox. There's Hakan Lube.
He can do it all, folks. Handle the puck, make plays, score goals. Comes to play most of the time as well. You know, I'm a very, very strong believer in the short stick. The stick that's cut chin high or higher is a disadvantage, but he's one that breaks the rule and still handles the stick very, very well. There are a few players around like that, but when he's going, he's some kind of hockey player.
This is Bozak. Mishkin had the angle covered. He was down, though. Well, the Soviets, Bozakov, number 4, behind his goal. Soviets on a power play for another 40 seconds. This is for Rudinov. That play broken up at center ice. Cleared all the way down by Gary Suter. Bozakov now for the Dynamo. For Skurduk, number 7. He goes to the left side for Varianov. Now for Rudinov. Back to the line. Bozakov, the shot blocked out in front. Still loose. Vernon is on it.
Well, all right, watch in front of the net here. It's the Calgary players that look at just taking both the Moscow Dynamo players hanging on to him. There's no way in the world that they're going to get their stick on that puck, and that's the key. Don't play the puck. Just take the man, and the goaltender will come out and clear the puck. Your teammate will come and get it. That's the way to take the guy in front of the net. Couldn't do it any better.
Just 5 seconds left in the penalty to McDonald. Face-off in the Calgary Flames zone to the left of Mike Vernon. Antipov at center ice with Zabrilchev and Leonev as his wingers. Kept in at the line for the Soviets by Mikulchek. Here's a chance. Gulchenkov put it over the target. Flames are back at full strength. Berezan couldn't get to it. Mikulchek picked it up. Now it's to the line and across, played by Conroy. And dumped ahead by McGinnis. Pass to McDonald, didn't quite work. It came to Poplinski, and it was just a little too far ahead. Poplinski has it. Tried to clear it back. The Soviets intercept and start back. Leonov. Heavy check along the boards, administered by Conroy. Missing it at the line with Mikulchek, 16. Gluchenkov back to the Soviets now. Ahead on the left wing. And ahead once more for Yashin, who dumps it in. Vernon out of his net to set it up. This is Crom. Couldn't take the pass. Yashin was at the line and didn't see it coming. It'll be whistled down and taken back to the Soviet zone for a face-off with 5:02 to play in the second period. Pervukin, one of the veterans of international competition, top scoring defenseman on this Moscow Dynamo team. Vasily Pervukin, number 5.
His maneuverability for a big man is amazing. It hasn't been so great tonight, but on normal nights he can do wonders with his feet.
This is Svetlov for the Soviets. Ahead for Barnikov. Shot right on from Yashin. How quickly they can make it move and get it all the way down the ice. Vernon was down to hang on.
Now there's a guy, folks, you really got to know something about the game of hockey. Be very observant before you realize how good this fella is. You know, he's got a 35-year-old head on a 25-year-old body. He just creates openings, puts the puck into the openings, moves into the openings to make the plays, picks up the open man consistently. He is a very, very intelligent hockey player. Does, as I said earlier, the little things so well, and can score goals as well.
Faceoff will be to Vernon's left. Flames holding on to a 1-goal lead. It is 2-1 with just under 5 minutes to play in the second period. Berezan gets the draw. It's taken by Suter around behind, ahead for McDonald, and quickly the Flames are out of their own zone. A pass just failed to materialize across the line for Berezan. Svetlov for the Soviets. Got through. Vernon made the first save and covered up on the rebound as Svetlov slipped through the Calgary Flames defense. Didn't look like he had much room, but he found a little bit. McDonald in behind the Soviet net now. Now Bozak. Pass ahead for Svetlov, and he couldn't squeeze through that time. McCowan made the play. Sheehy for Calgary. Didn't get it far enough for McDonald. McCowan has to cover up. Here's McCowan. Slipped it into the Soviet zone, and Bozakov takes over. Barudanov. Good pass for Marianov. Backhand shot, not that far wide. Richard Crom flips it into the neutral territory, and that's Hakanlub chasing after it. Polpian. Well, the Soviets found it. Now it dribbles through to Mishkin. Barudanov. Over for Polpian. Good hit, Crom on Polpian. Just inside the Soviet line. Marianov played it over for Barudanov. Now to Skurduk. Now they're dumping it in, Howie. Skurduk flips it in. Marianov after it, cleared out in front, and Skurduk didn't miss by much. Good opportunity. There's Skurduk right out there. And Vernon, biggest save of the game for the Calgary Flames. Mike Vernon stopping Skurduk, point blank range. Hakanlub cleared it into the Soviet zone. Fresh troops for the Flames, and for the Soviets as well. Zabrilchev down the right side. McCowan made a good play on Zabrilchev. Forced him off the puck. Risebrow now. Risebrow tried to get it ahead for Poplinski. And Zabrilchev starts back for the Soviets. Man open on the left side. And Vernon had to make another big save on Leonov that time. Number 23. Mikulchik, 16, got it ahead for Antipov, 25. And they'll take it back to the Soviet zone for a face-off with 1:47 to play in the second period. Calgary hanging on to the lead.
To all of you who are dedicated to being the best you can possibly be, here's to your 5:30 mile, to your first ever shutout, and to the morning workout where only you are witness to your accomplishments. Here's to the hurts and pain, and to the soothing relief of greaseless, stainless Rub A535. Rub A535. Pay tribute to your muscles.
Watch this body check. You wonder why if they mishandle a puck now and again. He saw that check coming by Crom, and boom, he doesn't make that great play. That's what checking does for you. Okay, now here's the pass out in front of the net, and the young kid just makes himself look. The push off is the key there. Oh, did he ever push off on his back foot, Mike Vernon, and what a save he made. Ha!
That keeps it at 2-1, or it might have been tied, Howie. That was a big one. Along the boards in the Soviet zone after the faceoff. Finally it comes free. Yashin, number 13, drops it back for Svetlov. Beautiful. Yashin got the goal. Mike Vernon did not stand a chance. It is even at 2. Yashin, his second of the night.
Well, it's some kind of a goal here, folks. Just the people sitting beside us here in the arena just went crazy. Just look at the pass here and right across, and they got Vernon going the wrong way, and Yashin just put it into a wide open net. But they can do that with their passes and their maneuverability. There's the short drop pass. Now someone had to take Yashin, but nope. Instead of that, they let him go after he made the original pass, and he just cruised right in and took a return pass and put it in the net. Beautiful. Gorgeous. That's what puck handling can do for you.
Little clinic out there tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Shots on goal, 23-19, favoring the Soviets at this stage. An even hockey game at 2-2. And a minute 15 to play in the second period. For Moscow Dynamo, Perbukin. Yashin takes it along the boards. Fired to an open wing. Nobody was there.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
Fresh troops for the Soviets. Flames in across the line. Good opportunity. Fired well wide that time by Bourgeois. The setup from Berezan. Another chance for the Flames going right in, and Mishkin made the save on Bourgeois again. Good opportunity for the Calgary Flames, but Mishkin kept the hockey game even. 26 seconds to play in the period.
Well, I had that feeling there. If the pass had been right on Bourgeois' stick, he would have been able to get a shot on the net. I want to see that again sometime. I keep harping on the ability to pass the puck with something on it and get it close to the pass receiver's stick, and then the ability to be able to control it and make another pass or stick handle with it or make the shot. I guess that's as important in playing winning hockey or offensive hockey as any single thing next to skating. And the Soviets do it so very, very well, and at times so do the Canadians.
Blistering shot from Al McGinnis, handled by Mishkin. Soviet Skurduk played it back and too far. Marianov couldn't control it. Now into the flame zone once more with 10 seconds on the clock. That's the time remaining in the second period. McGinnis back for the Calgary Flames, and that'll just about wrap up the second period. Even at 2.
I got the feeling, John, the Calgary Flames just sat back and tried to protect a 2-1 lead, let the Soviets come to them. And if you let the Soviets come to you, or you let anybody come to you in this game of hockey, you're going to get burned sooner or later. Vernon made a couple of big saves to keep the Soviets from tying it, but finally the Dynamo team got a great goal from Yashin, and it's a 2-2 contest.
Good hockey action and lots more ahead on the Sports Network TSN. This is the NHL Soviet Series, 85-86.
Taste that'll stop you cold.
1986 is a great year for hockey fans on the Sports Network. Throughout January, we'll feature Calgary, Philadelphia, Toronto, and the New York Islanders in 4 exciting matchups. Our first game in 1986 will be Sunday, January the 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern, with the Calgary Flames in Philadelphia to play the Flyers. There's great NHL hockey action all winter long on TSN.
There's the score, 2-2 after 40 minutes of play. Sergei Yashin with his second goal of the night for the Moscow Dynamo, and the Calgary Flames are tied at 2. One of the members of the Calgary Flames, one of the key members of the club that is not seeing action tonight, is Paul Reinhardt. He's been out of the lineup for a number of games with a sore back that's been a recurring problem. What is your status now, Paul?
Well, the back has come along pretty well. It's just that tonight, I didn't play last night, so they figured that tonight might be another good night to rest, but we don't see any problems in the foreseeable future, and as it stands right now, it's coming along pretty good.
Is it a matter now of just getting yourself back into shape and getting back on the ice?
Well, I think that's certainly important that I get back into shape, but I think the important thing now is that they would sooner work me back into the lineup a little bit slower than let's say if it was April, but it's progressed well, so now it's just a matter of riding the bike and maybe getting into shape a little bit better that way.
Paul, in the past, Coach Johnson has inserted you in the lineup as a forward, trying to maybe take the load off you a bit with your back. Is that going to happen again, do you think?
Well, I've heard rumblings of that, but I mean, to me, it doesn't matter if they put me up front or on the back, but it is important to me to be in the lineup, and if that means that I'm more effective for the Calgary Flames as a forward, that's fine with me. If it means being more effective as a defenseman, whatever they decide, and I'm sure they take all aspects into consideration, and whichever is right for me, I'll do.
3 weeks ago, your hockey club was third in the overall standings of the NHL. You've gone through a terrible time. This is your 6 losses here. Have been the worst slump that you've had since coming to Calgary.
Yeah.
Have you been able to put a finger on it?
Well, it's been a matter of before that streak or that slump right now, we were winning those 1-goal games, and now we seem to be losing them, and we're not playing that poorly, and so we're not panicking, because with any luck or with a couple bounces here and there, we could be 11-0 instead of 6 losses in a row, and when it's that fine a line, you can't panic, and you got to say that overall that'll work out to your benefit.
Well, you've been getting a break from Vancouver and Winnipeg as well, because they've been struggling ever since the beginning of the season. Vancouver started off well, but they went into a tailspin long before you did, and they really haven't come out of it yet.
Yeah, I think that that will only be a fact for so long. I think those clubs will start winning as we'll start winning. We're in a tough division, and we certainly don't want to go into the playoffs looking back and saying, well, it's not so much what we did, it's what the other teams didn't do. We know that our destiny with Edmonton up the road is always going to be in our own hands, and that certainly means not losing 6 in a row.
Well, the goal of everybody in the NHL right now is to catch the Oilers. You have not been able to beat them in regular season play for the past couple of seasons. Is it past the physical stage now, and it's a mental block that you have to overcome?
I don't think so. I think they've got a darn good hockey team, and anytime we get beat by them, people are always saying, well, you had a mental block, but they're a good hockey club, and sometimes they beat us just on their strength, and they have a tendency to do that to a lot of teams in the league. However, I think that regardless of how we do in the season with them, we certainly realize that we'll take all the losses now, but we want the wins come postseason play. However, it's important to get a little bit of a record going into that.
Well, you're going to get a chance on January 2nd, I guess, is your next game against the Oilers.
Yeah, we play them twice in the next week, and those are going to be obviously big games for us.
Hope you get back in the lineup soon, Paul.
Thank you very much.
Paul Reinhardt of the Calgary Flames, looking forward to getting back into action, and we'll have more action from the Saddle Dome after we take this sports break. The score is tied at 2 after 40 minutes of play. There's still more to come from the Saddle Dome.
You know, it's amazing how kids learn just by watching. But the other day, it was Bobby who taught me something about ivory. There was no soap in the shower, so Bobby brought me his ivory. Well, I tried it, and I found you just can't beat Ivory's natural kind of clean. And I use a deodorant anyway, so why do I need one in my soap? And who needs heavy perfumes? Not me. Ivory's natural kind of clean is all I need.
Get back to a natural kind of clean. Rediscover Ivory Purity. And for hands, try liquid ivory in a pump.
Sunday is a great night to look forward to on the Sports Network. At 11, a review of the past 7 days as well as a current news update on Sports Week. At midnight, there's exciting CIAU basketball from the Ed DeArmond Memorial Tournament. At 2, a complete news wrap-up on Sports Desk. Then it's our Sunday rugby special, followed by your second opportunity to watch the Flames Dynamo hockey game. That's all on TSN, where we've got Georgia Tech battling Michigan State on the All-American Bowl, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Hello, everyone. I'm Vic Rauter at the TSN Sports Desk with this Sunday night update. There are 5 games facing off around the NHL. In Buffalo, they've had a major power failure, and the Sabres, with a 2-game winning streak, playing the New York Islanders. Now, it took the Sabres only 29 seconds to get on the scoreboard. Mike Foligno bangs the rebound by Billy Smith to make it 1-0 Buffalo. The Sabres receive some great goaltending from Jacques Cloutier. Right here, he stops Pat LaFontaine with a great glove hand. The Islanders finally get on the board with less than 3 minutes left in the first period. Thomas Jansson's shot from the point finds the net. The game is tied 1-1 after 20 minutes. New York then grabs a 2-1 lead when Thomas Jansson makes a nice play to keep the puck in at the blue line. He'll get it to Dwayne Sutter, and he beats Jacques Cloutier. Mike Bossy gives the Islanders a 3-1 lead when he steals the puck and fights off Hannu Virta for his 23rd goal of the season. It is now early in the third period with only half the lights on at the Memorial Auditorium in Buffalo. But it's enough for the Sabres to come back. They are now tied 3-3. At Madison Square Garden, the New York Rangers fell behind 3-0, but they have battled back now against the Washington Capitals. The Capitals take the lead on a weird goal. Alan Haworth flips the puck into the net off the back of goalie John Van Beesbrook. 1-0 Capitals. The Rangers try and get that one back as Mike Ridley sets up Thomas Sandstrom, but Pete Peters turns him away. Late in the first period, the Rangers cough up the puck, and Mike Gartner is there to pick it up, move in front, snap it by Van Beesbrook. 2-0 Caps after the first. Washington power play strikes early second. Larry Murphy's shot from the point gets through the crowd, 3-0. But the Rangers get back in it with 2 quick power play goals of their own. James Patrick's shot wide, but Brian McClellan there to notch his 9th to make it 3-1. Then it is Thomas Sandstrom who scores, gets the puck off the face-off. The rising pass, Pete Peters cuts the Caps lead to 3-2. Now this is the 3-2 goal. This is it. So this is Pete Peters. Sandstrom gets the goal, 3-2 for the Caps. With 8 minutes left in the second, McClellan's wraparound is stopped by Peters, but Mike Ridley is right there to poke it home, 3-3. The Rangers then get their 3rd power play goal of the period. Ron Greschner spots Bob Brook in the slot. 1 time to pass Peters. It is now 4-3 New York after they trailed 3-0. Then to round out the barrage, McClellan drops the puck to Rob Whistle. He blasts it by a shell-shock Peters, 5-3. The Boston Bruins, they can move into a first-place tie with Montreal in the Adams division if they can beat the Blackhawks at the stadium in Chicago. First period, from great passing, Bork to Crowder to Simmer, gets his 16th goal in the last 17 games. It is now 1-1 second period. So here are the scores for you. It is 3-3. Buffalo has come back to tie the Islanders. Mike Foligno the hat trick. 3-3 Sabres and Islanders. Rangers ahead of Washington 5-3 in the third. Boston, Chicago 1-1 second period. Wilson scoring for the Blackhawks. Hartford has beaten Detroit 5-2. Ray Ferraro with 2 goals for the Whalers. Edmonton, Vancouver, they're getting underway. Now, as well as the Moscow Dynamo playing in Calgary, the Red Army is playing its 3rd game of its NHL tour tonight in Quebec City against Les Nordiques, and it is in the second period at Le Colisée, and Les Nordiques lead it 3-0 over the Soviet Red Army. Team Canada has won its 3rd game at the Junior World Championship, beating the U.S. 5-2. Shane Corson with 2 goals for the Canadians. The Soviets also win their 3rd game, 7-3 over Switzerland. The Finns win their 2nd of the tournament. Sweden, Czechoslovakia are still scoreless first period. This evening, Canada's Olympic team beat Davos 5-2 at the Spengler Cup in Switzerland. Moscow Spartak was a 10-3 winner over Rosenheim of West Germany, so Canada and Moscow Spartak will meet for the gold medal tomorrow at the Spengler Cup in Switzerland. And goalie Bob Froese of the Philadelphia Flyers is the NHL Player of the Week. One final score in from the NHL. The Hartford Whalers have beaten Detroit 5-2. Boston, Chicago 1-1 in the second. The Rangers leading Washington 5-3 in the third. And Mike Foligno's hat trick has brought the Sabres back to a 3-3 tie with the Islanders. In just a moment, we'll return to the Olympic Saddle Dome where the Flames and Dynamo are tied 2-2.
Canadian college hockey gets underway on TSN with an exciting tournament, the UBC Thunderbird Centennial Classic from the Agrodome in Vancouver. This international tournament will feature teams from Japan, the United States, and Canada. We'll have 2 games on Saturday, January 4th, starting at 7:30 Eastern, with the consolation and championship finals on Sunday the 5th, starting at 4 Eastern. Exciting college hockey action here on the Sports Network. Monday night on the Sports Network. At 8, it's the men's competitions on Skate America. At 10, NFL Films provides another unique perspective to pro football in a 1-hour special. At 11 and 2, the late evening news wrap-up on Sports Desk. That's all on TSN, where Georgia Tech battles Michigan State New Year's Eve at 8 Eastern in the All-America Bowl.
We continue with our second intermission live from the Saddle Dome in Calgary. It is even between the Moscow Dynamo and the Calgary Flames. Good hockey action here tonight. Lots of hitting, lots of checking, and not much scoring, but a couple of pretty goals. And I know you want to show that Soviet goal over and over and over again, but we've only got time for it once, I think.
You'll never see a 3-on-2 finished off any better, and the key is to be able to handle the puck and create some open ice. Okay. This is Yashin, who eventually scored the goal, but one of the, if you want to point out a mistake here, there's 2 of them really. 3 Calgary players caught and just rolled a little bit. We'll show you the second mistake right here. Now stop it right there. The other mistake is that, look, Yashin is coming with the puck, and this is Varnikov here with a Calgary Flame player with him. Now watch how he outskates him and how the 3-on-2 develops. It's 2-on-2 now, still 2-on-2. Now it's 3-on-2. Look how far Varnikov is ahead of the checker. Now stop. Stop it right here. The idea is to get this fella going this way. All right, now watch what happens to create some open ice. And watch this defenseman here. He knows that that guy could be trouble. And that fellow over there is Svetlov. And what a pass he makes. Now see how he draws it to him and drops it. Now stop. Here's how the open ice is created for Yashin. He comes this way with the puck. This defenseman comes this way. And this fella here, instead of hanging tight out here where he should be, also come in the middle. You have 2 guys playing Varnikov. Varnikov makes the pass to Svetlov. Look at here. Hold it right there. Look how 1 player held 2, and 2 of them are home free. Right now, you got Vernon going this way with the pass as well, and Jiminy Crickets, look what happens. There it goes back. Oops, I'm going the wrong way, Mike says, and Yashin puts the puck in the net. It is just wonderful to see offense like that. Really it is. And we've seen it on both ends
Now
tonight.
that's going to be part of the Howie Meeker hockey school, I'm sure, just how that one works, isn't it?
Nah. We teach passing. We teach passing.
All right, it could have been worse. Mike Vernon in goal for the Calgary Flames tonight. He has played well, and he has come up with some big saves, the biggest in the second period.
Okay, we got a mini clinic for goaltenders here. The pass is coming out, and this is a Soviet player here, and it's missed, and we'll go out in here to two Calgary players and end up back in here. Now let's go. There's the pass out in front, and the Calgary players here have an opportunity to get rid of it, but they mishandle it time after time after time. The puck is bouncing like a rubber ball. Now the Soviet player comes up with it here. Now stop it right here. It's posture. The key is the pass is going to come this way, but look at Vernon. His back is straight, his knees are bent. And when the pass will come across, look how quick he's going to have to go. Now watch the push-off. Make it slow, Ken. That's it. Look at the push-off, the extension of the right leg. Let it go. He's pushing off, following the pass, and he's going to get there just in time. Look how far that leg is extended. Only because his back is straight, it is still straight, and his knees are bent. Like a good skater, he's able to keep that right skate on the ice as long as possible, generate power, generate momentum, generate thrust in order to get out there. That is a simple, basic skill for goaltenders, performed just perfectly. Saved a goal.
Let's look at it from the other angle and show you just how great the save really did look close up.
All right, now watch him again. Watch Vernon. Hang tight to that post. Look at how he comes across like a bullet, stacks the pads, and makes a save. That is great, great goaltending. Simple, pure skills, and that's what makes great hockey players.
Do you give that period to the Soviets? Do they win that period?
I wouldn't give that period to anybody, really.
Right. I guess the hockey game can't be given to anyone either because it's 2-2 after 2. We're live at the Olympic Saddle Dome in Calgary. Lots more ahead here on the Sports Network, TSN. We'll continue with the NHL Soviet Series.
you know that Wayne Gretzky's back? That's right, Wayne Gretzky's back on the front cover of the #1 book about hockey, the NHL's official guide and record book. It's the book that everyone in hockey is talking about. It has the quiz questions, statistics, the photos, the draft choices, and the player information about every NHLer from 1900 to 1986. If you or someone on your gift list enjoys hockey, then the NHL's own official guide and record book is for you. You can get your copy of the NHL guide at any NHL game, wherever books are sold, or by phoning this toll-free number, 1-800-268-1121. That's 1-800-268-1121 to order your NHL guide today. Teams are back on the ice getting ready for the third period of play. They are deadlocked at 2 after 40 minutes of play here at the Olympic Saddledome. Only one goal to tell you about in that second period of play is how he so aptly described it. It was Sergei Yashin. It was his second goal of the night, again from his teammates Svetlov and Varnikov, coming at the 18:33 mark. Shots on goal in that period. Dynamo outshooting the Flames 11-6 for a two-period total, 23 for Moscow and 21 for the Calgary Flames. Our international series of hockey games continues. On January the 6th, we're in Boston to bring you the game against the Moscow Dynamo featuring the Boston Bruins. Note the time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll have a regular season game for you featuring the Flames in Philadelphia against the Flyers on Sunday, January the 12th. That is a 7 p.m. Eastern start. We're getting ready for the third period of action now. Let's go upstairs to John Wells and Howie Meeker.
Well, I'll look forward to this period.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a dandy.
Fun.
Yep, this is going to be the period. I hope the Calgary Flames don't lay back. I just hope they take it to them and take it to them consistently.
The Soviets will start with Varnikov, Svetlov, and Yashin. That has been the big line. Yashin with the 2 goals that the Moscow Dynamo have scored so far this evening. Steve Bozak and Perry Berezan have scored for the Calgary Flames. Third period action underway. Verbuchen off the boards, neutralized territory. It's picked up by Varnikov. Cleared into the Calgary zone, but the Flames take control quickly and start out. Conroy, pass on the left side. This is Bozak. Bozak going in, weak shot. Mishkin had the angle covered. Bozak couldn't get to it. Headman pass just about worked, but Yashin didn't see it coming. Berezan for the Calgary Flames. Now for the Soviets. Antipov. Verbuchen gets it back to Yashin. Yashin had it taken away. Long shot, high and over the target from Steve Conroy. Verbuchen on the right side. Leonov makes a pretty good check that time from Jamie McCowan. Kulchik got there first, number 16, icing called against the Calgary Flames. Even at 2, shots on goal, 23-21, favoring the Moscow Dynamo.
There's a big fella there that's got all kinds of jump. A few moments ago, he tried to squeeze between the boards, and McCowan took a bit of a punishment.
Kulchik, number 16.
I'll tell you, the second that they lay their stick on the puck, and I'm talking about the defenseman, they're looking to advance it to they go on the attack, and that I'm not a person who advocates that unless you're excellent passers, but they do it all the time.
Jim Poplinski for the Calgary Flames gets to the line, still has the puck, but it comes loose, rolls into the corner. Claimed there for the Soviets by Gluchenkov. Kept in by Bourgeois for the Calgary Flames. Into the corner, Poplinski once more. Played it back, wisely so, for Joel Otto. Otto got it back to the line. McCowan couldn't keep it in. Chance for the Soviets, but McCowan got there first. Beating Zubrilchev, number 18. Good heavy hitting in there as Bourgeois starts out for the Flames for Poplinski. And a return pass for Poplinski from Colin Patterson. Didn't quite work out. Zubrilchev, 18, for the Soviets to the line. Got it out in front. No one there. In after it now. Perudinov. This is Perudinov going to the backhand. Vernon made the save, lost the puck in his skates, but it stayed out of the net. Hakenlube This is Loeb with Kerry Wilson. It's Wilson into the corner after it. It comes to Richard Crom. In for Wilson. Wilson trying to get out front. Back to the line. Sheehy took the shot. Deflects off a stick and high amongst the spectators.
Calgary Flames were very lucky a moment ago. Hockey Loeb had a Soviet player all lined up. Instead of finishing the check, turned his back on him, and holy jumping, that kid just went around the blue line, and right there, that's the result of it. Forrest Vernon to come up with a very, very good save, and there they're playing their football.
To see Veruna. He made the save. I didn't notice it was kicked.
I'll tell you something, though. Haken Lube had him and just turned right away from him. And if I was the coach and Lube come in and sat down, he would sit right in the dressing room for the next. It's a 2-2 hockey game, and he didn't try the slightest to do any checking.
Cleared in for the Flames by McGinnis. After it, Risebrow. This is Tim Hunter, 19. McGinnis tried to get it through for Risebrow and popped across his stick and into the Soviet zone. And take it out for a face-off outside Soviet territory. Even at 2 in the third period.
Expressway to your heart. The best way to your heart. Expressway to your heart. Chrysler Daytona Turbo Z. It'll be an expressway to your heart.
John Wells along with Howie Meeker and Jim Van Horn at the Olympic Saddle Dome in Calgary. Calgary Flames, Moscow Dynamo. Even at 2 with 16:59 to play in the third period. Lanny McDonald has a chance for the Flames to the line, and he was forced to give the puck away. Bilya Dinanov. Well, the Soviets has it again, 17. Svetlov, 14. In for Varnikov. And McDonald once more for the Calgary Flames. This is Bozek. Into the corner, ridden off by Pervukin. And Yashin tries a pass rink wide. It's taken in the central ice area by Varnikov. He lost it. And the Flames to the line. Bozak the backhand. Michigan the save.
Bozak has played extremely well this evening, hasn't he?
Certainly has looked sharp. He had the first Calgary Flames goal. 2:19 in on a power play. That in the first period. Otto can't get it away from the Soviets. Mikulchik plays it ahead for Antipov. It slides all the way down to the Calgary zone. And this is Charlie Bourgeois. Poplinski now. Off the board, slipped through. Mikulchik touches it. They'll take it back for icing. At 2-2, 15:32 to play in the third period.
You get the feeling right now they're playing for a tie, don't you?
Well, the way the Flames luck has been going lately, they might be happy with the tie.
No, sir. They've got to be going for a win right here. For none other than Mike Vernon. Be a great, great boost to his morale and give him the chance to play regular in the National Hockey League.
Antipov at center for the Soviets. Zabrilchev and Leonov. His wingers back from the faceoff to the point. Shot hit a skate, deflected to the boards. Chance for the Flames. Quinn is going in. Set it up for Lube, and Michigan played the puck. Lube didn't get to it. Leonov for Zabrilchev. Mike Vernon the save at the other end. Michigan appears to be hurt.
Oh, I kind of think Wilson, too. Or is it Quinn? Quinn isn't feeling too well either. He went into the fence pretty good. There's just the last part of that. The pass that Quinn made, it was a 2-on-1 break, and Quinn just skated himself out a good scoring chance. He tried to make a A Gretzky pass in the air and on the stick and from an impossible angle. All he had to do when he got going through the circle is shoot the puck at the goaltender, but he chose to be a fancy Dan. And as usual, when you're a plumber and you choose to be a fancy Dan, you end up with not a shot on the net.
It looks like Vladimir Mishkin is in considerable pain as he skates over toward the Moscow Dynamo bench. And if he is unable to continue, we will see Yuri Nikitin, who's dressed as the backup tonight. Nikitin, 27, looks to be getting ready down there, but Mishkin hasn't left the ice.
Looks to be getting ready to go on the rumba floor, isn't he? Well, here's that last break. Quinn with lube. Right here, Quinn has the puck. Had to be shooting it right there. And right there. Now he hangs on to it. Tried to get it 2 feet up in the air over top the falling Soviet player to Håkan Lube, who was already by the net. Nothing happened, really.
Mishkin made a pretty smart play on it. I mean, the puck, he had to play the puck, but he got it. Did not allow Lube to get anywhere near it. It appears that Vladimir Mishkin will stay in the net.
My observation on Quinn last year and again this year, as I told you a little earlier, he's got a 30-year-old head and a 20-year-old body. That kid was really, really smart, cunningly smart. That time he wasn't.
Fedorov raced for a loose puck. He was beaten to it by Neil Sheehy. Now Skirdu has it along the boards for the Soviets. Took a shot. Vernon the save. Rebound. And it's gobbled up quickly by the Flames, who start out. This is Kerry Wilson. Kerry to the line. Wilson working right in. He got a shot on Mishkin. Hard angle, but good effort from Kerry Wilson.
Well, this is what size and strength and determination will do. Watch how he fights off the check all the way in. Gets the puck, hides the puck, look at it, keeps his legs going, drives for the net, fights off the stick again, and doggone if he doesn't get the puck on his forehand and makes a pretty good shot, and Mishkin comes up with a save.
Soviet defense had it pretty well covered out in front, though. Howie, he really didn't have anybody in the clear out in front of the net.
But he got a pretty good shot in the net, and there's all, it can't go in, and there could have been a rebound.
Along the boards, taken for the Soviets, and cleared quickly. This is Yashin. Yashin has Svetlov on the right side. Svetlov takes the shot, scores. Mike Vernon didn't see it.
I'm sure he was waiting for the 3-on-2 to develop. Svetlov just let it go high on the short side over the shoulder. And Vernon didn't even straighten up. Look, comes to the middle and then bang, lets it go. And the puck is in the net before that left arm of Vernon gets up. Just watch this. There isn't very much room. He's down in the crouch again, follows him across. He moved a little to the right.
Moved a little right.
Yep. And Svetlov went into the center ice area, and did he let a rocket go? Whew. Jiminy.
Have to believe that Mike Vernon might have been thinking of the last Soviet break when they executed the passing play perfectly. That time Svetlov took the shot after just one pass and made it 3-2 for the Moscow Dynamo. Mishkin held on. It was not a dangerous shot that time from Jim Poplinski, but Mishkin will have a face-off to his right. Looking ahead to our coverage of the NBA on TSN, the Bucks and the Bullets in Washington. Friday, January 3rd, we'll have it for you at 8 o'clock Eastern. Soviets break out quickly. This is Zabrilchev. Takes a good check along the boards from Conroy. Kept in for the Soviets at the line by Mikulchik. Pass didn't quite get through that time. Intended for Colin Patterson. Chance for Calgary. Back to the line. Patterson has it. Poplinski couldn't get to it. Out in front as the Dynamo had the front of the net all covered up. Zabrilchev once more. Over for Antipov. We'll let it go through for Leonov. This is Leonov, number 23. Out for Zabrilchev. He couldn't control. Bourgeois for the Flames. Ahead for Patterson. Patterson, long pass, Poplinski. Zabrilchev takes over and clears it back for Antipov behind the Soviet line. Mikulchik. Now Perudinov. Long pass from Popian. Ahead for Skurduk on the right side. He's well covered. McCowan is there. Still has the puck. This is Skurduk. Man moving in. The shot. And that was blocked by Bourgeois out front. The shot that time from Bozakov. 3-2 the Soviets lead the Calgary Flames. 12:49 to play, third period. This is Crom getting it in for Calgary. In behind for Hakanlub. Now Perudinov for the Dynamo. Berianov, number 12, to the line, takes the shot. Vernon handled it easily. Pass in the central ice area for Dan Quinn. Quinn all by himself, can't get anywhere. Berianov took it away. Now Riseborough tries the right side for Calgary. Sheehy keeps it in at the points, but not for long, as the Soviets dump it down, and back for it goes Gary Suter. Icing called, and there's young Mr. Suter. Or Doug Riseborough.
Doug Riseborough, and I'll tell you folks, what a performer. He's zipping along at better than a point a game, but more important, he's got the heftiest plus rating in the team, maybe over 18. Only the whiz kids, that's Howe and McKibben in Philadelphia, have better records. And there are not too many better two-way players in the league than the guy you're looking at, Dougie Riseborough.
Shot, tough angle that time from Hunter, but Michigan had to play it, and played it somewhat carelessly. The Soviets, though, out of trouble now as Berianov starts down, or rather Barnikov. Back behind the line for Svetlov. Loose out in front. Wilson scores! You don't see that happen very often. A very costly miscue. Bilya Ledinov. Well, Gary Wilson has the Flames back to even.
You know, this is the pass that never should be made under any circumstances by anybody in any league. You pass the puck from a position of safety through a position of danger, and it can't be intercepted as it was intercepted there, and boom, a goal is scored. That's about the third time that I've seen the Soviets do it tonight, and the other night, the Red Army, they did it once. You usually pay the price.
Back to even at 3 with lots of time remaining. 11:26 to play in the third period. Calgary Flames, Moscow Dynamo. It's been a great game so far. And overtime looms as a possibility. They're playing regular NHL rules, so there would be a 5-minute overtime period. Flames all around, but can't get a good chance on goal. In the Soviet zone, out of the neutral territory. This is Mikulchik, number 16, and starting back for the Flames now, it's Bozak. Bozak trying to get around Antipov, can't make it. Sheehy takes his turn now for Calgary. Got to the line. There was some confusion there, and the Flames didn't get it across. Berianov, number 12, shot save. Good one by Mike Vernon. Flames once more. Poplinski has a man open. This is Otto, takes the shot. The save, another shot from Sheehy. A blistering drive that was blocked out in front. Nothing quite like it, Howie, when they get going.
Boy, is it ever. We finally got a hockey game going here. The crowd's enjoying it.
Perudinov played it out in front. Vernon made the save. It bounced out in front, but the Soviets were unable to get a shot at the rebound. Perudinov is number 20. This is Skurduk, number 7. Goes to the backhand. Vernon covered it and left it out in front. Flames start back quickly. Led by Dan Quinn. That's Hakanlub now. Lube going in. Oh! Michigan made the save. It's in! It came out in front.
Who finally put it in, John?
Howie, we may have to look at a replay.
Well, here's Lube, and that's a great chance. He tried to get it up high and Fishkin made the save. Now here's the key. It's fished out and shot out in front. And it looks like Crom. But Crom gets the stick on it in front of the net. And just, there's a great burst of speed. The first time all night Hockey Loob's got off a dime, folks. He's a great, great hockey player, and he can play like he does there, or like he did there, most of every shift. Great pursuit of the puck. Popped out back in front, and it was Crom who put it in.
There's Richard Crom.
What a hockey player that kid is. He's a real true soldier. Up and down the wing. You want anybody stopped or job done on anybody, he'll do it. Tough as a nut. Great, great work habits, and he gets the big goals for you.
Give Hakan Loob the credit for the goal. He made it all happen. But Crom put it in the net to give the Calgary Flames a 4-3 lead in the Moscow Dynamo. Under 10 minutes to play, third period.
Well, there was someone else involved in that. Crom and Loob. After Loob's shot, there was a Calgary player, popped it out in front.
Soviets come right back on the attack. That's Svetlov, 14. Along the boards, claimed by Kerry Wilson. He's had a nice game for the Calgary Flames. Hunter now. In for Wilson. Wilson tries to keep it onside in the Soviet zone, but Yashin has other ideas. Yashin overskated it. Some frustration from Yashin. Sergei Yashin back behind the play. Nothing came of it. Svetlov now, 14. He's ridden off by Bozak. And Lanny McDonald ahead for Berezan. Off his stick. And Gluchenkov clears it around behind the Soviet goal. Bozak now claims it on the other side. Berezan is in there trying to work it free to Lanny McDonald, and they'll hang on to it along the boards for a face-off in the Soviet zone. It is 4-3. Calgary Flames leading the Moscow Dynamo. Lots more ahead.
Goodbye, Dan. Hello, Joe. Chola Billy, bowl of chili, Bill Dickel, Dale Pickle, and a model of Bolson Golden. Gottle Bolson Mogan. Morgan Golson. Golson Mogan. Molson Golson. Moslin Golson. The smooth one. Ah, Golson Bolden.
Molson Golden. Smooth no matter how you say it.
Golson Molan.
Let's set it up for you. 8:27 left in the third period. The Flames lead it by a goal at 4-3. And the Moscow Dynamo start back once more. Mikulchek, 16. Ahead for Leonov. That play didn't materialize. The Soviets back to regroup. Zubrilchev now, 18. The Calgary line. Trailing on the play. Leonov comes up with it. Takes a big hit from Colin Patterson. Loose at the side of the net. Andy Bob can't clear it out front. Poplinski for the Calgary Flames. Flips it down. And after it is Joel Otto. Flames trying to control in the Soviet zone. This is Poplinski coming up with it. Poplinski into the corner. Otto can't get it. Now Colin Patterson for Otto. It hopped over his stick. And Leonov for the Soviets to the Calgary line. He's taken out, given a rough ride between Sheehy and Jamie McCown. McCowan for the Calgary Flames with 7:14 to play in the third period. Fishkin out of his net. No one out in front as the clearing pass sailed right back to the point. That pass from Crom that time. Out in front again. And Quinn couldn't turn around. Fans would like a penalty. There's no indication from the Soviet referee that a penalty will be forthcoming. Berianov for the Soviets to the Calgary line. Stops. Skurduk gets it back for Berianov. Shot. Save. Vernon down. But the Flames clear it out of the way. Gary Wilson couldn't keep it in. Out of the far side. Conroy flips it right back into the Soviet zone. Bozakov backhands it. Flames control. Risebrow now out in front. And Bozakov has it for the Soviets. Bozakov for Yashin. Yashin to the Calgary line with Skurduk. He dropped it back. And Varnikov couldn't control it for the Moscow Dynamo. Here's Kerry Wilson. 3-on-2. And the Flames offside at the Soviet line. What have you spotted, Howie? Your little
well, we want to
machine.
show you that Crom goal. This is Hockenlube with the puck, and we're quite sure this is Wilson. The first, and this is Crom who finally got it. The first thing is how they stay onside. Let's just watch this. Lube now around the outside. They stay onside. Now it's a 2-on-1. Wilson slows down. Lube goes in, has his shot right here. Michigan makes the save. The puck bounces loose. Wilson then gets the stick right on it there, and he shoots it at Michigan. It hits him and bounces out in front, and Crom just dug it out from between the feet of a defender, and boom, he's got the winning goal. But certainly, Lube around the outside, Wilson in pursuit to pick up the rebound, and Crom where he should be at the right time, stick in the ice, puts it in the net. Great goal.
2 years and 2 months from right now, Howie, this would be the place to be. 1988, Canada's Soviet Olympic hockey showdown. Wouldn't it be great if it came down to a gold medal showdown for the Canadian Olympic team 2 years from now? And preferably with the Soviets, Howie. If you had your choice, it would be great, wouldn't it?
Me druthers, yep.
Still a ways away, the 88 Olympics in Calgary, but the town is already ready. Varnikov for the Soviets. Svetlov now. Svetlov, neat move to get across the line. He is taken down. Lanny McDonald is going out. McDonald gets a penalty for tripping. Crucial time with 5:25 to play in the third period. The Flames leading by a goal.
Announcing an important step forward in auto service, the Canadian Tire Service Promise.
At Canadian Tire, we promise to fix your car right. And it's not right until you're satisfied. The bill you get will never be more than the estimate you approve. We guarantee our work, we guarantee our parts. We promise to do only what's necessary. For auto service that sets new industry standards, the right choice is Canadian Tire.
Nothing unexpected, nothing unexplained. We promise.
It is McInnes in the penalty box.
At number 14, Svetlov, he has more moves. Just watch the moves that he's got. Right here, even on 1 foot, he went to the outside and almost got around McDonald.
Into the Soviet zone as the Moscow Dynamo. Oh, trying to get a power play going. Oh, it was batted down. Berezan fired it wide. That would have been a terrific chance, a terrific time to come up with a stolen shorthanded goal, wouldn't it?
That would have been a trip to the northern part of the Soviet Union.
Yashin. Now Svetlov took a shot wide. Back to the line, winding up Pervukin. He just flipped it in. Back to the other point. Winding up the shot. Vernon is down. It was blocked before it got through. Two players are down behind the net. Pretty good collision down there between Bourgeois and 13 Yashin.
Billy Aletyanov let a shot go, and their shots are always, watch this pass right through the crowd, and the Soviet player in the middle of the box lifted up his stick and let it go back to their great big defenseman. You tell them who it is. And every time he shoots the puck, as all their defensemen do, it's either along the ice or a couple inches in the air.
Bilya Letdinov.
Thanks.
I just wish his first name was Jack, because you can't say his first and second name together in 15 seconds.
We've got had a real good 10 minutes of hockey here, and we got a feeling it's not going to let up.
1:09 left in the Soviet power play, and it's cleared out. Big hand for the Calgary Flames is Mikulchuk. Goes back for it. He's number 16, still has it. This is Antipov, 25. Leading the Soviet attack, Antipov. Over for Leonov, 23, back to the line. Luchenkov is 28. Leonov now. Chenkov took the shot. The rebound is fired just wide out in front. Zabrilchev missed a bit of an opportunity. Pretty good open net. 32 seconds left in the power play. Antipov can't take a pass from Gluchenkov. Soviets still control. This is Leonov, 23. Back for Gluchenkov. And Leonov once more, who moves in to the side of the net. Zabrilchev got it to the line. Blocked by Berezan. Flames had a chance to get it out of there and missed the opportunity. That shot glances high over. Gluchenkov kept it in at the line, fired it to the other point. Still a second left in the penalty. Now the Flames are back as Vernon makes the save. The Flames get back to full strength. They killed out that penalty exceptionally well. And now 3 minutes and 15 seconds remain.
Well, they were very, very lucky. Berezan handled the puck 3 times, and 3 times, consecutive times, all within 30 seconds, gave it to the Soviets. And you usually don't get away with that type of murder. Yes, and there's the coach talking to him. look at here. Oh, Bob spotted it too. Whatever you do, my son, when you get rid of that puck, make sure you give it to someone wearing the same color sweater. That's a basic.
That's one of the
idea of this game.
That's the early lessons you learn.
Yeah, you follow that one, you can go right to the top, to the National Hockey League.
Varyanov at center with Skurduk on the right wing. And Fedorudinov, number 20 on the left side, face off in the Calgary zone. Flames lead it by a goal, but it's a long way from over against this Soviet club, the Moscow Dynamo. Patterson racing in after it, got there first out in front. Oh! Bourgeois! Maybe got a little too fancy, maybe walked in a little too close, but he didn't even get a shot on net. Patterson working along the boards. Soviets get it to the line, out and across, and Bourgeois goes back for it, along with Jamie McCowan.
Well, we talked about earlier on in the game that very same thing. Had the pass been on his stick and had he been able to react to a pass a few inches off his stick, the big fella you're looking at there, he would have had a shot at the net. And the very same thing here. He just tried to get too fancy. The puck is popped out in front, and there he is home free. And he went from his forehand to his backhand. He did what he should have, hesitated for a moment. You saw as he did hesitate, all kinds of room for the puck to go in, but it slid off the end of his stick. My, oh my, oh my. That's what breaks coaches' hearts. When an opportunity like that comes up, a plumber usually gets it.
Barnikov. And now to Pervukin. This is Svetlov, 14, going in for the Soviets. Can't control it. Bozak for the Calgary Flames. Now to McGinnis. Flipped into the neutral area. 2:09 remaining.
I've mentioned time and time again this evening how the Soviets pinch, and they'll put 4 players in the third of the ice or in the immediate zone that the puck is in. So far, the Calgary Flames have, well, lately, let's put it this way, lately the Calgary Flames have moved the puck out of that zone. They've gone against the flow. They put one fellow wide and they just pop it around to him. And that forechecking system has not been near as effective as it was earlier in the game.
The face-off will be just outside the Calgary Flames blue line. Just over 2 minutes remaining. The Flames hanging on to a 1-goal lead. Barnikov. Yashin. They couldn't get anywhere that time. This is Pervukin. And Barnikov back behind his own line. Soviets very deliberate in setting up this attack now, trying to get even in the hockey game. The time is running out. This is Svetlov to the Calgary line. Couldn't get across. He went down. And Patterson cleared it to neutral territory.
Well, the Flames are taking advantage of the fact that the Soviet Union want to carry it in and carry it in. They're just lining up 4 or 5 abreast in a great big block right in front of the net.
This is Yashin, nowhere to go, but back to the line. Svetlov got it back to the other point. Big shot from the point from Mikulchik, but that one went off a leg and went into the corner. Chance for the Flames. The shot. Mishkin made the save. McDonald was on the doorstep looking for a rebound on the shot from Berezan. Less than a minute to go as the Soviets tried once more. Zabrilchev taken out heartily by McCowan. 50 seconds left. This is Antipov for the Soviets. Across the line. Has to get around McCowan. They came out in front, but with 39 seconds to play, the Soviets have to retreat back to their line.
They're not taking out their goaltender either, would you believe it?
Long shot, Vernon. Handled it, left it for McCowan. 27 seconds to play. This is Otto in a race. Couldn't get there in time.
That's their philosophy. They would rather lose 4-3 than take a chance and tie it and lose, or the other chance, lose 5-3.
Down to the final 10 seconds now as the Calgary Flames look for a victory over the Moscow Dynamo. And it's pretty well locked up as we'll have time for one more face-off.
Well, the Calgary Flames have played well. Not very well, but they have played well. Just well enough to win. They've checked just hard enough to throw the Soviet team's game off a little bit. They're not nearly so cute, not nearly so consistent, not nearly so fancy with their passes. And they've been looking for that odd big white jersey taking a run at them now and again. And that is a very effective way of throwing a skilled team off just a little bit. And that's all it takes.
6 seconds left on the clock. The face-off right at the Flames line, but there's hardly any danger from that position, Howie, with 6 seconds remaining.
The other thing I have to say here before we leave the air is so many times I've watched games and heard read reports on games that the Soviet officials have been terrible. This guy tonight, I think, did a heck of a job. Real good job. I'm sure we're going to disagree with one or two things, but when it comes right down to it, he's probably right here wrong. So he's done a good job. It's been a good game, well officiated.
Long shot just wide. That ends it. Calgary Flames with a victory over the Moscow Dynamo. That is the first victory for an NHL team against the Soviets in this series. So far, the Edmonton Oilers lost, and so did the Los Angeles Kings to the other team traveling the North American tour right now, the Central Red Army. So the Calgary Flames, who beat a Soviet All-Star team a couple of years ago, as one of two NHL teams to win in that series, have at least got the ball rolling for the NHL.
I'm a little bit disappointed in the quality of play by the Soviet team. We had, I would say, in the whole game, 15 minutes of hockey that the Calgary Flames are capable of playing. 10 minutes in that third period of just a very, very exciting stretch. Folks around the National Hockey League, if you get a chance to watch them go, because they can be just tremendously entertaining. They play great hockey when they're moving, like they did for some of the parts tonight. The Soviet team, I don't know, John. I don't know.
Well, they still got a lot of that flair, Howie. The goal, the second goal by Yashin, was exactly what we had come to see in Soviet hockey teams, the tic-tac-toe and the way it went.
The Moscow team, yeah, I go along with that. There's a lot of great talent and everything else. But you know what? The Moscow team finally the other day had some pizzazz, had some extra things going for them, made it entertaining. And I was thinking, well, maybe they're switching a little bit, showing some emotion, maybe playing the game like Canadians and Americans play the game. Tonight, this was a typical Soviet Union team in my mind, played bored.
All right, shots on goal finishing up 37 in favor of Moscow Dynamo, 32 for the Calgary Flames. But on the scoreboard, it reads Flames 4, Dynamo 3.
Look what just popped up, the new Sony Handycam. A video camera recorder so tiny, it fits in one hand to capture every move and hear every sound. Just point and shoot and catch all the fun. The new Sony Handycam. Where will it pop up next?
1986 is a great year for hockey fans on the Sports Network. Throughout January, we'll feature Calgary, Philadelphia, Toronto, and the New York Islanders in 4 exciting matchups. Our first game in 1986 will be Sunday, January the 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern, with the Calgary Flames in Philadelphia to play the Flyers. There's great NHL hockey action all winter long on TSN.
entertaining hockey game here at the Stampede Corral. Let's take a look at the Molson 3 stars. The first star from the Calgary Flames, very well deserved. Goaltender Mike Vernon stopping 34 of 37 shots for the victory tonight. Second star from Moscow Dynamo. He had 2 goals for the Russians tonight. Sergei Yashin is star number 2. And from the Flames with 1 goal, and he was a pest all night, Steve Bozek was star number 3. We'll be back in just a moment to talk with the game's number 1 star, Mike Vernon of the Flames.
Like you should play more like Molson Golden.
Smooth,
smooth, smooth. That's Molson Golden. That's smooth. Grazie.
Sunday is a great night to look forward to on the Sports Network. At 11, a review of the past 7 days, as well as a current news update on Sports Week. At midnight, there's exciting CIAU basketball from the Ed DeArmond Memorial Tournament. At 2, a complete news wrap-up on Sports Desk. Then it's our Sunday rugby special, followed by your second opportunity to watch the Flames Dynamo hockey game. That's all on TSN, where we've got Georgia Tech battling Michigan State on the All-American Bowl, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
There's your final score from tonight's hockey game. The Calgary Flames over Moscow Dynamo by a score of 4-3. Final shots on goal, 37-32 in favor of Dynamo. The man, one of the big reasons why the Flames won tonight is Mike Vernon, playing in his first NHL game this year. You said it feels good. It should. You had a heck of a game.
It does. It felt great out there. The guys played well, and I was working hard for this spot. You know, I started off in International League. I just worked hard, and my dream came true, and here I am, and I was glad to get the opportunity.
Mike, you had a great amateur career here in Calgary playing for the Wranglers. You were the most valuable player in the WHL 2 years. You made the Calgary Flames team. You've been, I don't know if struggling is the right word to use to make the club for the last couple of years, but with the goaltending system the way it is here in Calgary, Reggie Lemelin firmly entrenched in number 1. It was really a toss-up as to whether you or Mark D'Amour were going to stay this year.
Yeah, Mark deservedly so deserved the opportunity to back up Reggie Lemelin. He came off a good year last year, and I was struggling, and I was just working hard. That's the attitude that I've taken, just to work hard and keep plugging away, and eventually my opportunity will come.
Well, it certainly should have come tonight. It was a golden opportunity handed to you, and you didn't pass it up. You played sparklingly well.
Thank you.
What do you look forward to now? How long are you going to be up now?
I'm not sure. It's the extent of Mark D'Amour's injury, and I think the management will make a decision either tonight or tomorrow.
You think it's going to give you a chance, if you're going to be here for a while, that you may get into a regular season game after your performance tonight?
Well, that's what I'm hoping, and with the win tonight, hopefully they'll be thinking that way.
What did Coach Johnson say to you before the game tonight?
Not too much. He just said, Vernon, you get the start.
And you did, and you did well. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, Mike Vernon, the number 1 star of tonight's hockey game here at the Stampede Corral. That's not the Corral, it's the Olympic Saddle Dome. We're still remembering a couple of years ago. Let's now go upstairs to John Wells and Howie Meeker.
Vernon got the start, Vernon got the victory, but let's look at some pretty goals, Howie. We've got time for one, and I guess the game winner makes the most sense at this time.
Yeah, I just saw something else in it that's very, very interesting.
Right.
I'm not 100% sure this is Wilson, but Wilson has been on this Lube and Crom line all night long. It's Wilson with the puck, and he will pass it across here to Hawk and Lube takes off with it. The key here, again, is that everybody stays on side, particularly Crom. Now, Lube goes, stop it right there. Stop it right there. You see what happened? Wilson could have gone through this way here, and nothing would have happened in front of the net. But right on the blue line, that's it. Look at there. He puts on the brakes, cuts to the outside. Now, that allows him to get in there and get his stick on the loose puck in front of Michigan. He throws it at Michigan, think he's going to put it in the 5-hole. It doesn't, but it goes out to Crom. Crom gets a skate on it. It goes off the Soviet player's defender's skate, right back onto Crom, and Crom put it in. But Wilson played it smart.
Some interesting stories for the Calgary Flames tonight. The number 1 star being Håkan Lube, but Mike Vernon. But as we looked at some of the players in the Flames tonight, I thought Bozak, who was the 3rd star, had a great night.
Yes, he certainly did. I have not seen him skate that well for a couple of years, and when he can shake, rattle, and roll, he's a great big plus.
What does this do for the Calgary Flames, Howie? Is it, like Mr. Johnson told us prior to the game, this might be something to lift the team out of its doldrums of losing so many games in a row, 6, in fact, as it stands right now?
I would say against most National League clubs, they played like they did tonight. They get stoned. That is not their style of hockey. They have to come out and play like they did in that 10 minutes. Everything that moves, hit. Everything that has the puck, finish the check on them. And when they play like that, then they are a true Calgary Flame Hockey Club, one of the best 4 or 5 in the league. But they have to play it physical, and they didn't tonight except for 10 minutes.
I enjoyed the game. I thought overall just an excellent hockey game.
I did too. I just love to see people with skills play the game. The Soviets have a lot of skills, and so do we as Canadians. But our main skill isn't in puck handling, isn't in making passes, isn't in receiving passes. Our main skill is the way we play the game. We can invent new methods, and our enthusiasm for the game.
All right, Howie, let's go down to Jim Van Horn.
Thanks very much, gentlemen. Interesting story. Mark DeMoor was waiting for Mike Vernon as he left the ice tonight, rubbed his hair and congratulated him on an outstanding game. Our International Exhibition Series will continue. On January the 6th, we'll be at the Boston Garden for the game between the Moscow Dynamo and the Boston Bruins. Note the time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern start. Once again, the final score of tonight's game, the Calgary Flames 4, the Moscow Dynamo 3. For John Wells and Howie Meeker, I'm Jim Van Horn. Thanks for joining us. Tonight's telecast has been brought to you by Molson, celebrating our 200th year. The best is yet to come.
Second time lucky for the New York fans, the Giants beat the 49ers. Canada's junior hockey team still undefeated at the Worlds. And a special look back at some inspirational moments of 1985.
Hello and welcome to Sports Week here on TSN. I'm Terry Leibel, and we hope you're enjoying this holiday season right across the country. During the next hour, we will preview the past 7 days in the world of sport, and of course, we'll look at today's action. And since this is the last edition of Sports Week for this year, we thought we'd take a look back at a few outstanding achievements of 1985. So we have lots ahead, and we begin with the lone game in the NFL today, but oh, what a good one. The New York Giants hosting the San Francisco 49ers. Now, in 1981 and 84, the years the 49ers